There we are. We're live. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Chuck has got his overhead on, and Jim has got his... Oh, nope, Chuck's back. And Tim is having camera troubles. I'm not really sure what's going on over at Casa de Tim, but he may not be with us for the entire show.
Well, sounded like he was in the bathroom right there.
Pants up, Tim.
Hey.
Do I
always
need
wear pants on somebody
Do I
else's
need a dummy load for this tonight?
No.
Negative.
Negative. So we are going to try and get Chuck's hotspot working, and then Chuck has a DMR mobile radio, a 40-watt DMR mobile radio that we're going to
on loan.
Try to make configuration. And this way, Chuck can do DMR in his video and satisfy his contractual obligations of receiving a free radio that he has to give back.
It's a loaner.
Yeah.
I figured let's start.
Which is fine with me.
Let's you're not giving them back, Chuck. You're going to embrace resistance is futile.
Okay.
It also increases current. So
I need this.
Chris Bricker is asking a great question to start.
He is.
And the answer is, Chris, not the cheapest one you can find.
Right.
And we've said that Ape has said this, Steve has said this, I have said this, Chuck has never said this, but
he will.
I'll say it right now. Don't buy the cheapest one you can find.
Because what you'll find out is that people will say, oh my God, your audio sounds like crap. And it probably does. Your transmit and your receive audio, because the cheaper the DMR radio, the less money they spent on the audio circuit. And DMR gets a bad rap for terrible audio. And there's nothing wrong with the audio on DMR. It's probably, if I played all three of them blind for you, you wouldn't know the difference.
It's overdriving the mic that gets you. Yeah.
Yeah. It's OMs eating the microphone. Hello, could you hear me on this radio?
And then they have their mic gain turned up to 100%.
Yes. And the radio we all love, and I think, Steve, you upgraded, didn't you?
I am in the process of upgrading. I have a GD88 that I like to play with, but the 6X2 that you just held up from BTEC is a fantastic radio. I actually sold mine to fund some other YouTube video projects. That's the Baofeng BTEC 6X2, and they now have the 6X2 Pro.
Yeah, which is more.
That's the one I would buy if I was buying one. So,
yeah,
from what I understand from my friends.
Yeah, this is the same as the UV 878.
The Anytone 878 for all the Anytone fanboys.
Anytone 878, I believe, is close.
Yes. Tom has been the new owner of my 6X2.
Isn't that
Tom's
Bluetooth though?
Up.
Is that one Bluetooth?
This is not.
No.
This is not.
The cheapest DMR radio you can get is the Baofeng RD5R used off of eBay for like $30, and you're going to get every bit of $30 worth of hassles and fun and enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
The BTEC 6X2 I want to say is like 180, 190, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, it's the last I looked at that price specifically. The kit. I only seen it on Amazon in a kit, and it's like about $200, a little more, a little less. I think it's a little more than 200.
$208.89 on Amazon right now. 2
batteries, a desktop charger, an FBI earpiece, the usual accoutrements. Plus, which this has a super sexy orange tipped antenna.
It does, yeah. Looks pretty cool. There it is, 209, brand new.
Yeah. Now, is that the kit or just the radio?
That's the radio with the extra batteries. It says full kit, 2 batteries, programming cable, and more. That's what you need.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is probably your best bargain.
What's the Pro give you?
I think it gives you more contacts. I haven't actually put hands on. I know it
gives you more
Pro
contacts, but I don't know anything else about it beyond that.
I'm pretty sure that anytime.
If I could make Chris Becker a suggestion, I would check to make sure you have DMR repeaters in your area before you spend a lot of money. I know there's hotspots, and those are certainly a way to go.
I don't fool with DMR repeaters. I use hotspots for everything.
Yeah.
You talk to all of us on hotspots.
Yeah. I mean, and the problem with DMR repeaters, and it's not a problem, it's just the way that people do them. DMR repeaters, and there's one here in Montgomery, and I've used it, but also a lot of the DMR repeaters are locked down to talk groups, and they're not necessarily going to let you change the talk group to whatever you want. Plus, which you have to change it back. If you use a hotspot, You just keep it on whatever talk group you want all the time.
So this is the new
that.
6x2 Pro, and it has Bluetooth for push to talk, and it comes with the PTT switch, and then it has improved GPS, and then it does APRS, but I'm sure that's APRS beaconing only. And then it has encryption, which we can't use, and it has recording. So it has a bunch of features, and it's $100 more.
Yeah.
If I was going to buy one brand new, I'd probably go with the 6x2 Pro just so it would last me a little bit longer. But,
Well, that is the same feature sets, I think, as the 878, the Anytone, because they have the little dingus button and all that.
5 watts? 5 watts?
7.
Check
Now,
out my little,
in the Motorola
I've heard,
camp, where you can buy a better radio, but you can't pay more, there are lots of
Right.
Motorola DMR radios that are much more expensive. What are you showing off, Chuck?
I printed off a Thingiverse. This is my 3DR, and this will actually hook up to a ball mount, so I can put it on the handlebars of my motorcycle. I only use
nice.
these because the guy did a nice job on everything except that it's not tight where the clip.
Yeah,
it
I'd
uses
be
the
worried
belt
about
clip
that
to
on a
clip in.
motorcycle.
So I mean, yeah, for anything else it'd be fine, but like if in your car it'd probably be fine too. But I just made a couple little bungees for it. I'm playing with this, and I'm Bluetoothing this one to my headsets and my helmet, my Bluetooth helmet columns.
And it scrolled past.
Where are we at?
There was Brian Hendricks has been a member for 12 months.
Oh,
And I'm trying to find it in the thing. There it is.
do not forget the BTEC 6X2 can be fully programmed with Mac app QDMR, and QDMR also works on Linux. There was something, we did a QDMR show on Nuggets a while back, and they probably fixed it by now because they watched the show and saw it. But there was a problem where after I did the code plug, it would go into TX automatically or something like that. I forget what it was. Maybe it was set to Vox or something. But I'm
remember.
sure they fixed it. QDMR is fantastic. Thank you, Brian.
Brian Hendricks, thank you, buddy.
Ta-da.
So, am I gonna have to bring something up on the internet for this time?
You are, but you don't have to share it on your screen. I can share it on mine.
Bless his heart.
What do I need to bring up?
I got to find it first because the address is weird.
pi-star.co.uk, I think.
That's where it gets weird. So it's actually pi-star.uk. I'm going to drop it into the public chat for everybody to see, and I'm going to drop it into the private chat so that Chuck can copy it and go to it and download it. And what's weird about it, now that we've got that out of the way, if I go to pi-star.co.uk, it takes me to Software for Risk OS by Steve Harrison, and I'm sure that's fantastic. And if I go to pi-star.com, that is Pi-Star Communications. So I got to go to pi-star.co.uk, which then also redirects to pi-star.uk. But what's interesting about it is the creator of this, I think his name's Andy, the creator of this is pi-star is what he's named it, but his domain name, because of all that drama that I just shared with you guys, is PISTAR, all one word, pi-star.uk. Hyfitz 9. Hello, guys. Hello, Hyfitz. Member for 7 months. Welcome.
Nice.
And
nice avatar.
Right. And then Stephen Cristofero has been a YouTube member as of today.
Awesome. I think he's actually a repeat member. Thank you very much, Stephen. Glad to have you back.
Too.
And if I'm overstepping and you haven't been a member before, welcome for the first time ever. I'm happy either way.
And make sure to drop us a note in Discord so we can get you in the secret members room and notify you of the secret members meeting. We have a handshake and everything.
We do, yeah. So, Chuck, if you go over to the private chat on the right-hand side of your screen, you'll see a clickable link there for you. And
I've already got it. It's already
and
up.
then you go to downloads, and you go to download Pi-Star, And Chuck's using a Raspberry Pi Zero, which is good for Pi Star. And the reason why we're using Pi Star instead of the W0CHP dashboard, which is prettier, is because the W0CHP dashboard is heavier, and the Pi Zero, the original Pi Zero, isn't strong enough to do it. But
you said to go to Pi Star downloads.
Yep, and then you want the Pi Star RPi v4.17 from January 5th, 2024, second from the bottom.
That's new.
Very new. Pi Star does support the NanoPi Air, the NanoPi, the Odroid XU4, the Orange Pi Zero, and then any flavor of Raspberry Pi. So download that bad boy. And then Belina Etcher is the next one to go to. I'll give you that URL in the private chat, and I'll give it to everybody at home so they can see it.
John has a question, and I don't know the answer to this. A hearing challenged friend, can these radios be connected to hearing aids via Bluetooth? My guess is that yes, if it works as a Bluetooth speaker.
Not necessarily. No, I've got that problem because I wear hearing aids.
You got to have Bluetooth hearing aids,
right? Yeah, one, you have to have Bluetooth hearing aids, but two, it needs to be Bluetooth hearing aid capable. And it kind of depends, I guess. Newer ones do work as speakers and integrate, like mine integrate with my iPhone, so I can use it as and listen to music. I just don't get a good range out of them as I do with a traditional set of earbuds or whatever.
So why did you have me do the last one? I don't think I need that.
The Belina Etcher is in order to burn the image to the SD card.
Oh, okay. Maybe I do then.
Yeah.
I thought that was the extractor. So when I extract this, I click on everything.
You don't even need to extract it.
Yep.
We'll get there in a second. No.
Oh, Belina's awesome.
Belina's awesome.
Nissel.
Yeah. So Ed has been a member for 22 months. He's having some wintry, John. Ed, I'm so sorry. We had a high of 64 here in Arizona today.
-3 when I started working this morning.
Yeah, it was 71 today, but we're supposed to be freezing rain and sleet for Montgomery, which is cats and dogs living together.
Yeah.
My dog,
Ryan's.
I was gonna say, my kids have a 2-hour snow delay already. And
Ryan's asking, what is the Toads Talk group number? 319-2083. And there was another question in here. Where did it go? Because everything scrolls.
Now, Chris mentioned the Pi tool. I don't think the Pi Star image is on the Pi Burner program.
Hey, if I have this Belina Etcher already downloaded, I'm good.
You don't need to do it again. No, we're just trying to be complete. So, Chris, that's actually an interesting thing. I would definitely want to try that. If you could use a third-party image with the Pi Imager and then the Pi Imager's massive, amazing configuration tool. The question I was looking for is from Lon, and he's saying, will the Pi 02 run the other app? Yes, the Pi 02 and the Pi 02W will run the WPSD dashboard app just fine.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to Etcher, and in Etcher, Chuck, if you go and hit that select image icon that pops up first, and then find that compressed image file, you don't need to extract it at all, and choose it, and then choose select drive, and then choose flash, you're in the money. And the cool thing about the Raspberry Pi Imager and also the Belina Etcher is it will not let you, without going through a lot of hurdles on your end where you're trying very hard, it will not let you overwrite your internal hard disk and wipe out your main operating system.
Okay, so I clicked the first one. I got Pi Star on the plus. And do I need to load this thing into a reader?
Yes, put your SD card in your SD card reader, and then click those 3 magic buttons, and then we can wax philosophic for a while, because it'll take a while to write the image.
Doc is, I mean, I don't know what the odds are on that, but I'm going to say I feel confident. Confident is high, Doc. It could happen.
All of this has been proven to work before. The only new territory here is Chuck. Thank you, Doc.
We have the Chuck factor.
Hey,
Doc, thank you.
And don't.
Sorry, Charles.
I'll just say I've already had this working before. Okay, so let me pop this in. I did all this on my own before, so.
And then my friend Matt said he did all of this last week thanks to a video that I did for the RZync hotspot. I have a video on doing this for DMR and a video on doing this for YSF, and it's a step-by-step. Look at that, thumbs up. It's a step-by-step instruction. It's like a 20-minute video, and just put it in and follow it.
Yeah. And I've done several videos on setting up Pi-Star from scratch too. I've not done one on the W0CHP hotspot, but I've got 4 or 5 videos on specifically on DMR.
Thank you, Don.
Okay,
There
so
are
I formatted
lots
the
of
card
DMR
too.
videos.
Okay.
Got so many
And the
different
image is
things
burning
open
now?
Oh no, I don't know. It says change.
Button 1, pick image. Button 2, pick SD card. Button 3, right.
Okay, let me push.
Holy
Button
moly,
1
Brian. Brian says he's running 5 hotspots, 2 All-Stars, which is one was a Sherry Pi, 2 WPSD dashboards on newer firmware, DMR and YSF, and a TGIF spot on DMR. I like to learn by doing. I like to learn by doing too. That's what this show is all about, Brian. Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you. And then Dan in not South Dakota said, because we all thought Dan was in South Dakota for quite a while, all of us. Dan is in San Diego.
Dude, you didn't know SD stood for San Diego?
No, I thought it stood for South Dakota.
Oh, man.
So
We're
it's
hot in
saying
South
to-
Dakota and Nebraska, too.
San Diego, dude.
it's saying
Us take it.
Yes.
Dan,
Oh,
thank you.
you guys.
I was
You
there
guys
for like
it says it's flashing. I know it says please insert a disk into the USB drive, but it's showing that it's flashing right now.
And if Chuck disappears off stream, it's because he went through a lot of trouble to format his hard disk.
Right.
So I'm assuming it's working. I don't know why it said that.
Yeah, Dave. Exactly. I've switched all mine over to WSPD. It's a fabulous program. It's great code. Chip did an awesome job.
Chip.
But for the time being, on Chuck's old hardware, we're gonna go with the old Pi-Star for now, which still
Yeah, I
works.
understand Andy's having some issues. And again, I want to say his name is Andy from Pi-Star. I understand he's having some issues. And
Andy Taylor, I think.
wish him all the best in what he's going through. I don't want to say too much out loud because, I've already probably said too much, but, our thoughts are with Andy for sure.
Yep.
70%, man.
Awesome. Chuck will be gone in 30%.
Hard drive is still spinning. It's a miracle. Oh my God. Can you share your screen, Chuck, just so we can see what you were talking about with it says insert a USB drive?
This sounds like lyrics to a
I
song.
could show that to you, but it's obviously working. So
Okay.
I would think it wouldn't be flashing it if it wasn't working, right?
Probably.
It'd be
Oh,
easier if I
Shane
just-
is here. Hey, Shane. Adventures
I'll
in
do it.
Blind Videography. Thank you very much, Shane. Welcome.
Shane, you're awesome.
I'll post it in Discord. How's that?
Why don't you just share your screen?
Because I don't want to.
He's a very private man.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
That's validating now.
Okay.
Etcher runs on DOS 3.1. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know if you could do that or not. I know you can burn SD cards from DOS. It's just not easy. What is that sound?
That was
it's not
not
me.
That beep that just happened.
Yep.
That's my APRS packet.
Nice.
Yeah. I've got a digipeater that I set up here at the house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I named it K Murder. If
Of
you haven't heard,
course.
yeah. In pay homage to Mike.
Dan, you're
Flash
so
complete.
funny. That's hilarious, Dan. It's also precious you think we have enough time in our lives to do that.
With
Flash
Chuck.
complete.
Awesome.
So pull it out of there.
Yep. So, Jim, here's the magic that we need to talk about. Do we want to get Chuck to write the WPA supplicant file, or do we want to just let it do auto hotspot and then...
Oh, we want to get him to do the supplicant file.
All right, so the easiest way to do that would be to go to the W0CHP website. Let me bring that up.
Or it's on PyStars too.
It's on PyStar also? Okay.
Yes,
Cool, let
it's
me
on
try that.
PyStar. It's under Tools.
Tools, Wi-Fi Builder. Okay, cool.
All right.
So, Chuck, I'm going to give you this in the private chat also, and you're going to need to stick that card back in to your machine.
Oh, I just lost it.
Well, they are tiny. So if you go to the PyStar website and you go to PyStar Tools and you go to Wi-Fi Builder, you'll be presented with this page here. And you want to pick your country code, and you want to type in the SSID of your network, and then you want to type in the password. And the password is not starred out. It's not hidden. So you got to be careful about that. And then when you hit submit, it will ask you to download a file. And then put that on the boot volume of your SD card, like it says right there.
There we go. So you want it back in the computer, huh?
Yes.
I do. Mike, we're not making it hard for him.
I think this is a lot easier than trying to get him to switch to Wi-Fi networks. I hope. And you know, I'm going to give Chuck a lot of crap on this, but this is not what Chuck does every day.
I try not to do this at all. What are you talking about?
Right. That's why I bought an
So-
antenna and didn't build one.
Mike, I believe it would not work for you. Sometimes it doesn't work for me either. Yeah, and if you guys, Matt is correct. Keep the password and the SSID, and when you come out to quartzsite, you'll be able to hop on my Wi-Fi network.
Okay, so I got the builder, Wi-Fi builder.
Mhm.
It's up. It's up.
Okay.
So I can get rid of the flash complete thing, right? I don't need
You
that
can.
anymore.
Yes.
Hopefully, because I already did it. All right.
Oh boy. He's jumping ahead
What?
of us.
Right,
He's
Randall?
feeling his oats.
You guys, what do you say? I missed that one.
Right,
What is-
He
Randall?
said, "Damn it, Jim! I build antennas. I'm an antenna builder, not a hotspot builder."
I built this long time ago. My buddy Dennis, Mr. Adam Dennis, I used
8060M.
his video. I used his video on how to do this the first time. thought
I
he
left
was a
some juicy
whiz bang,
chat.
man.
Exactly right.
I left some juicy chat for Adam today, and he didn't take the bait.
He didn't even
bite
pick
at
up.
all.
Nope. Mm-mm. What do you want me to do now? It's
You did
back
the thing on the
it's back in
screen
the
where
computer.
you went to the website, you filled out the form, you hit submit, you
Oh.
downloaded the file, you put it on the boot partition.
Oh no, I didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah. Fill out the form on the website that I gave you in the private chat with your country code, your SSID, and your password. And then when you hit
my
submit,
SSID is
your
What is
Wi-Fi name. It's your station identifier. It's your Wi-Fi name. What's the Wi-Fi name in your house?
oh, shit, it's got some long ass number.
Look on your phone.
Flip over your router.
Oh, the name part, not the
The name.
code.
Yep.
Well, you'll need.
mean, you'll need
the
that code,
password,
too.
Yeah.
God, this is gonna be fun. It's like the one they give you.
Because you never changed it.
No.
Okay.
Dan, you're not missing anything. We're just trying to get Chuck to remember his password.
It's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking
Okay.
sons of bitches.
That's annoying.
Hey, Tim's still at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll turn it off if it's annoying to Chuck. I mean, I know how this is getting put on the spot like this. They did it to me for 2 hours on a software defined radio thing. By the way, while we're talking, I am installing
Right.
GPU drivers right now as we speak.
Nice.
What do I put under PSK?
That's your password for your Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's now I'm going to find that thing. Dang it.
PSK stands for pre-shared key because, we're too fancy to use the word password or the word passphrase.
See, if they said that, I would have known what they're talking about.
Pre-shared key.
I assume that's what it was, but
Everybody beacon APRS and send Tim messages.
Yep.
And
NW9F.
Colin is right. If you just are using the stuff from your ISP, there may be a sticker on the modem with the password and the SSID on your cable modem.
the modem has been changed, and it was where they used the old IP address.
But the modem's going to go to the router. Look on your router.
Been changed. It's been changed, and it was still the same code as the old one. So what I'm saying, it's not on this one.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That does.
If Kathy's watching, she could just text it to me because she'd find it faster.
Kathy, please save us.
I have
Chris
8
Bricker,
million
what
pictures.
Wi-Fi password are you putting on an unsecured website? Are you talking about PyStar?
Yes, and oddly enough, the password, the website is HTTPS. But I mean, you can also type in any PSK you want. You can type in change this, and it's a plain old text file that it generates, and then you can edit the text file offline if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you.
Oh, she's sending it?
Yes, she's texting you.
I have it in a picture here someplace, but I guess I should.
Kathy Thompson, you saved our life.
She did.
I'm just going to put this on the screen, and I'm not going to say it out loud.
Did she text it to T.O. before she texted it to Chuck?
Well, then I have to tell him on stream.
Oh, okay. So you can tell him on stream?
You're right. And this ADHD life, there is a way to
wired connection. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd need to have an OTG Ethernet adapter cable and all kinds of other fun stuff. And it actually would probably work much better if you did that.
Yeah, and now some of the Pis, if you use a 3 or a 4, have a hardwired connection built in. And yes, it will automatically get an IP address, automatically get on the network, and you don't have to fool with Wi-Fi. But you need a wired connection.
Submitted.
Awesome.
All
and
right.
then it's going to ask you to download it.
Yep.
And you want to put it on the boot drive. You should have some drive on your computer named boot.
I guess it already downloaded it. Hang on.
Well, you had to hit the OK button. Oh, no, it might have dropped it in your downloads folder automatically.
I think it does. I think it's an auto download.
Mike, we're going to find out.
This would be what would it be called?
It would be called WPA_supplicant.conf.
Okay, I found that. So just click on it.
Drag it.
Kidding.
Drag it over to the boot folder.
Oh, there it is.
No,
right
nobody supports Token Ring.
Chris is asking,
and they wanted it back.
Chris is asking if Chris, I would love to have you come on the stream and go through letter by letter, character by character, carriage return by carriage return, indentation, special characters of the WPA supplicant.conf file with Chuck. That would be great.
Yeah.
And yes, you can use a first gen Pi with PyStar.
I dropped it in the boot, as far as I can tell.
Okay. Cool. So now eject that the proper way by going down to the button in the corner of your screen and saying eject the SD card. If you just yank it out of the machine, you might corrupt the file system.
I don't even see that.
It's a thing that
That's
looks like a USB adapter in the lower right corner of your Windows bar.
which may be hidden.
Yeah, I think it's hidden. Let's see what this thing does.
Banyan vines. Yes, banyan vines would be awesome. The Navy called. They want their internet
Yeah.
back.
1986 called. They want their internet back. God,
Well,
Mike.
what is it called?
It's called WPA.
Should be called.
supplement.
Well, he's trying to eject
No,
the SD
to
card
eject.
now.
To eject.
Oh, did he get it?
It's
dropped
probably
on there?
he said he did. It's probably the brand name of your SD card, like, SanDisk, eject SanDisk SD card, or eject SanDisk media, or
I didn't see that.
just
I did
eject
that,
all the
Dan.
things.
I have done Apple Talk over phone cables. What was that, like
Well, I haven't figured out-
120K or something?
I don't see anything that it says to eject anything.
Just snatch it out.
We might have to start all over again, but that's okay.
It's probably faster.
I'm just checking here. Hang on. Maybe it's right here.
Michael, nobody
Yeah.
gets fired for saying Microsoft or Cisco. Maybe they get fired for saying Cisco now.
All right.
We've moved away from, we don't have any Cisco gear in our shop at all. I've got rid of all the Cisco gear. So, Steve, I noticed this new, this new fancy thing over here. You made
Yeah,
a new background with your,
I did. So if you do just the two of us, remember the old days, Jim? Now I've got
Yes,
the logo up
fondly.
there, and I can turn the brand off. So I did that.
and you still got your, yeah, okay, that works. I like it.
Okay.
But it just depends on the number of people on stream as whether you can see it or not.
It's in the machine.
HP
See,
is buying Juniper. Oh my!
I like
Lord.
Juniper.
I love Juniper. They bought NetScreen. I love NetScreen, and Juniper's good gear. NetScreen was great.
I'm just going to leave well, I can put the cap back on now if I want to, I guess.
I assume HPE is Hewlett Packard something. I don't really know who HPE is.
HP
What do you want me to do
Enterprises.
next, gentlemen? Plug it in?
Stick it in your pie hole.
Oh, man, look at that thing light up.
Oh, you already put the SD card in the pie?
Oh, yeah.
HP
Okay.
Enterprise. Okay.
Shoot.
So now this is where it gets to be an exercise in patience, because the first time the Pi boots, it expands the file system all the way, and then it reboots, and then it's a Pi 0. So it takes forever to come up and come online.
Keep throwing
So-
up thumbs. I want to see how many it does.
That's 2. That's 3. Nope, maximum
it's-
2.
2. Okay. That is so cute. Ooh.
Nothing like paying $3,000 for a laptop just to get it to do stupid internet tricks.
Stupid pet tricks, right? Bradley is asking about Unify. Doc, my entire network here is Unify. Everything. I pulled out all my old gear, which was some Google routers that I'd had and some Cisco switches that were old but still worked. Unify is great gear.
Can we do a repeater one? We did do a show on getting on a DMR repeater and tried to change talk groups and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. Sure.
We can do another one. We just got to be somewhere where there's a DMR repeater.
I have one here. I'll have to hook up to an external antenna to hit it with an HT, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
After tonight, maybe I have one close. Maybe. I can actually look at, it's still blinking.
Maybe.
Thank you, Brian. That's funny.
My radio is receiving but not sounding anything out of range. I would assume with the information that you've shared, that your radio is receiving and the green light is on, you're receiving DMR, but it is, I'm also assuming you're talking about DMR. That DMR that you're receiving is not intended for you. It's intended for somebody else. And so your radio is keeping its mouth shut because it doesn't like to eavesdrop on other people's conversations.
Or the receive groups are not enabled and that radio requires receive groups. Ergo, he's not receiving the words. There's a couple things that could be. It's really hard to debug without knowing a lot more information.
So give us some more info. Happy to help.
What am I waiting for here?
You're waiting for it to go through a couple of reboots. So the next thing that you can try, I'm going to drop this in the private chat. Actually, Jim, you do this more than I do. Is it pi-star.local?
Yes.
So,
or
let me do it so you
should
can
come
click
up as 192.168.50.1, I think. If he's got the supplicant
that
file,
depends
it
on
should
his
just-
network. It should just be right on his network. Yes.
Yeah, then yes.
Oh, the second
answer
one
is
you gave me?
pi-star,
Okay,
yeah.
I see it now.
The one you can click on. They're the same. So we tried to do the WPA supplicant file. If Chuck was successful in getting it on the boot folder on the SD card, and then it has gone through all of its many boot cycles to come to life, you can go to this address magically, and it should bring up a fancy web page that looks a little bit like this
site
one.
It says this site cannot be reached.
Wait, just wait. Give it
Yeah,
about
okay.
5 minutes. It's
5
expanding the
minutes.
file system, and on that old hardware, the hamster's
take
running
forever.
as fast as it can. Yeah.
Does
the
it
file
have a
system comes
screen on it?
compressed, Chuck, and
Are you
they
s-
uncompress it.
Are you saying my system needs to be replaced? Are you telling Kathy that?
Yes, we are.
You're going to
Yes.
get me in trouble.
Well, we're just telling
Okay.
her it needs to be replaced.
Have
What
you
you
got
do
that
with that
hot-
information is up to you.
Have you got that hotspot where we could see it on the screen? Can you hold it up or slide it under your overhead camera?
I could do both.
Put it under the overhead. You may have to angle it so the light will.
Yeah. So it does have a screen on it, but that screen is for Pi-Star information, not for, it's not like an HDMI screen.
Yeah.
Kathy says, no, you're not allowed to buy anything, Chuck.
She's
Huh.
tricky that way.
You can just ship it to me. I'll bring it to Quartzsite.
Is that better?
Chuck will hand it off surreptitiously between a couple of trailers in the back.
Right. Yeah, that's good, Chuck.
You're fine. I was looking to see if it was. It's not coming up yet because it's not even saying close, so it hasn't even booted the OS.
Well, will it say that before we have it configured in the Pi-Star dashboard? Hey, Vern.
I think.
I think it won't.
I don't remember. I haven't done this from scratch in a minute. Burn 6, how are you, brother?
And the easiest thing to do, Chuck, would be to get a 02W or a Pi 3 or a Pi 4. You're not going to find a Pi 5 off of Amazon, and then
Which is nuclear overkill
much
for this
faster.
anyway.
yeah, Pi 3 is good for this,
Yes.
and the 02W is good, and the 02W would fit right in that case you have there.
Okay, I'm not insulting you, Charles. We do have the SD card in there, right? I think I see it at the bottom.
Oh, was I supposed to put that in?
Yes,
I'm Chuck.
Dick.
I work in IT. I've got to ask these kinds of
Don't
questions.
be like that. Can you see it there?
Nope,
no,
It's there.
it's the wrong end.
that's
I
the
think.
camera port.
Yeah, it's right there.
There's the
you go.
SD card port. Yeah, it's
Okay.
in there. Good.
I thought if he shoved it in there,
No, the first time I put it in, it just fell inside. I missed the hole there. So I missed.
Chuck,
the
grab your
port.
phone. And are you on an iPhone, Chuck, or Android?
iPhone.
Thank God. Go to settings, go to Wi-Fi, and let's see if it's showing up as Pi-Star setup or not. Because if he didn't get that supplicant file, it's in AP mode. We're going to have to do it that way anyway.
Peter Esquire's coming up twice. Whoever that is.
Somebody stealing your Wi-Fi. I guess it's one of your neighbors.
I think it's the next door neighbor guy.
Do you
it's
see-
it's his stuff. It's not. I don't see it yet.
Okay.
Chris, you can use the hash, which is reversible, or you can just put it in plain text. Either way works.
Yeah. You do not have to hash it.
If you want to share it with somebody and act like you're
Oh.
secure. Is it
What
working
do
now,
you
Chuck?
see, Chuck?
You can give him the hashed version. It's a well-known hashing algorithm. It's easy to do.
Was it MD5?
I just got Caton Hin Ho.
Do you see Pi dash star
Interesting.
set up
That
on
one's
your
not there.
Wi-Fi?
On your
Moto
iPhone.
48. No, I'm just reading
Okay.
all the ones I got.
Oh no, Jim. He's looking at access point names. He's not looking at client names.
Well, no, since it hasn't come up yet, right? Because we have nothing, or he has nothing on his screen that we.
I
can't
agree with
see.
you. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see is if the Pi star setup was showing up.
There's the Chuck in the middle. Chuck is looking at all of the Wi-Fi names in his area, not looking at all of the clients connected to his Wi-Fi.
No, that's not what I want him to look at. I want him to look at
I know.
AP names.
It shouldn't do an auto AP because we gave it the supplicant file.
We theoretically gave it the supplicant
We
file,
did. He might not have. Agree.
which is what I'm saying. And if it's showing up on his phone, is because it should have booted by now. It should say it will say Pi dash star setup if he looks in his Wi-Fi hotspot list.
Tim, we promised while you were gone, we didn't say anything bad about you.
That's okay. By the way, Chuck, if you are, since you're buying a new computer, if you want to get a 2 for deal and get me one too, the TO can ship it to me if you get it to him at Quartzsite.
So I don't know what Jim is asking me to look at because I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm looking at networks.
Turning you down.
Is that Stephen Hawkins? Was it Stephen Hawkins?
No, that was Frank.
Oh.
Right,
Oh,
Randall.
Hotspot.
That's where
That's
I'm going. I think it's in AP mode.
So, Chuck, try one more time in your web browser to go to that link I sent you.
It says to auto join hotspot. I don't remember seeing that before.
What says to auto join hotspot?
Ask to join.
Not enough information. Show us the screen.
Can you share your screen, buddy? You need to share your screen. This is going to take 3 days if you don't.
Well, he's talking about on his phone. Just put the phone under the camera again.
Yeah, it didn't. It was too bright on that one. Hang on.
Don, we have so much patience.
Too bright on this one too. Here, hang on.
Put it on the overhead and then just turn off a light or something so we can see the screen.
I can do that. Hang on. It's still too bright. Wow.
Steve, that's correct.
Here we go.
Okay, that's upside down, but
God, what you got like
You want everything, huh?
elderly text on there.
Let me see your phone.
thank you,
Kathy's
Kathy.
here.
Oh, Jesus, God, thank you.
So is Peter a lawyer?
I don't know what he is. He's the next door neighbor, I think.
Now try and show it.
Oh, she's just.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
There you go.
Oh, he's only seeing.
That's what I have. But
the
then it
one.
says
Hit the other
down
button.
here. But down here it says auto join hotspot. That's what I
No,
said. I
don't,
didn't see that
don't
before.
click
We'll just
that.
ignore
That's
those.
not
Hit the other button under Peter.
under your Peter right there.
Oh,
yeah,
you got to type in
that's
the name.
manual. That's
Nah.
no, that's for a hidden network. That's the
Yeah, don't do
manually
that.
type one in. I don't think he's booted. We may still be waiting on the
Let me look.
the file expansion.
Try it one more time on your web browser.
I just reloaded
It does take a long time.
What computer are you on?
This one,
No. New thing or the
the old one.
old one? I was wondering if you're getting blocked by your.
So it's not.
We may have to try the IP scanner routine, but we're trying really hard not to.
Oh God, no! Jesus, God, no!
You just have to share your screen.
Well, no, he can just reburn it, and we'll go with the. We could go with
The
the
auto
auto
access
AP.
point.
Yeah.
That's going to disconnect him from the stream, though. He'll have to do it on his phone. That would make more
Oh
sense.
Lord. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's easier to do it on your phone too. Just Keeps you from swapping
So
network.
I've reloaded the PyStar local thing a couple of times. It doesn't, still nothing coming up.
Not working.
Oh, did we tell him? Did we tell him HTTPS? Oh, we did. That's my mistake. I will take this one.
What?
Oh, did you say HTTPS?
I dropped
I
a new
didn't-
link in the private chat for you. My bad. Totally my fault. And everybody, including Joe Brett, yelling at me to go look at what Joe Brett said.
And guys, we love all these suggestions.
Joe Brett.
We're trying to keep this from going too crazy. Chuck is not an IT network guy or in the neighborhood. And your suggestions all would work, and I would have done all of these already. Tim would have. Steve would have. We just have to explain this to Chuck.
Look at that. No mode defined, it says.
Yay!
Oh, yay! All right, now share that screen
Oh,
out, brother. We're going to need
yeah.
to share that screen
Jesus.
out. Thank you.
It was-
Thank you, Jesus K5YVY.
Oh, now it says sign in username.
Yep. Just hang
So-
tight. Share the screen out
your
first.
screen.
All right, hang on.
It is like playing cards with my brothers. I've been playing cards with my kid all week.
I got to get back to you guys.
Do you know how thrilling it is to watch Roblox? My daughter thinks it's fascinating. I'm like, oh my God, please kill me.
Let her watch you play then.
She built a house. I had mind-numbing detail of her building her house in Roblox.
Ron, this is the most frustrating hour and a half in radio.
Right.
KG2MM, Mike. This is going to be 319-2083.
Hey, Noel. Noel doesn't talk to me? Whatever.
Hello, Noel.
There you go.
Awesome. Perfect.
Share it out. Let me
Jody.
embiggen it.
Control plus there, buddy.
Jody, sorry.
Me?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so
Plus.
this is the default user ID and password. This is
It doesn't do
Pi
anything,
dash
sorry.
star raspberry.
All lowercase?
Yes.
yes.
Chuck, no one can see that screen except you.
Yeah, I tried this. I tried to embiggen it. It didn't work. Okay. Is that all
By
right?
hitting
Pi
Control
dash
plus.
star. Pi dash star.
Pi dash star. I've got.
And then the password is raspberry.
Or raspberry.
It's raspberry.
Noel, you're something special too.
So,
Why is this not California?
so we'd have had
rasp-
this a long time. We'd had this a long time ago. If
And
All right,
then
control-
save it is good.
Control plus. Please,
Oh,
for the
man.
love of God, control plus.
I did that earlier, it did do nothing.
It's
There we
because the
go.
password box was up in the way.
Probably.
All right,
we
Jim,
go.
I'll let
One
you
more.
take over.
One more time, Chuck.
What more? Yeah, get your
One more
glasses.
control plus.
Get your glasses on.
My
You want me to
glasses
go
are
farther?
on, Chuck. You're tiny
Oh, holy cow!
It's for all the people at home watching on their cell phones, Chuck.
on their phones. One more
Jim
time.
has
Okay.
all of this memorized.
Yes.
That might be
Beautiful.
one too many. One too many.
Yeah, go. Give me a control minus.
There you go.
go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wow.
So-
I figured that out before he told me.
Okay. Listen, now he's getting sassy. He's got some network stuff
I-
under his belt. Here comes
I
the
knew
sass
all
from the old
along.
guy.
I knew all along
All right.
until you guys told me. Then I didn't know.
That
I'm
top
listening
line,
to James now.
That top line
line,
is
right
just
here.
info about your system,
Mm-hmm.
and most of it you don't care about. You can change the
Mhm.
host name if you want. We're not going to get that froggy yet. The next section
That's-
under
that's right.
control,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to touch any of it. Leave it alone. Go down to general config. Here, you can change your host name. We're going to leave it at PyStar. Put in your call sign in that second field. Yep.
It's got to be your call sign, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
URCALLSING.
All right.
Perfect.
The best call sign in the world is in.
All right. Let's see. UHF 446.5 ought to be legal, even in
Right here?
California. Yeah.
What was that?
So while Chuck's typing that in, there was a poll in the chat, and I asked if you guys like this format. 96%,
There you go.
155 votes. Everybody says they like this. 4% of you can't help you.
It's just
Thank you.
because I'm here. That's right.
Tab down, Chuck. Well, I guess tab doesn't move it. No, we don't want to go down that far. Go to the next field and then put in your lat lawn.
Oh shit, I know what that is.
Hang on. I'll look it up.
I forget.
You can do that, or you
That's
can
on my
kind of
phone
skip it.
someplace, huh?
Let's go with let's see.
Can I ask, because
38.
it's a new year, and I just wanted to know what you all thought about it, and maybe change it up this year, maybe not. Looks like we're keeping the format the way it is.
Chuck, go with 38.0 and minus 122.3. And then the next minus 122.3.
Right, Jody?
Okay.
Then go down to your next field and put Pinole, comma, and then your Maidenhead.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, look at that.
Your Maidenhead, your grid square, Chuck.
Like mine in Wisconsin was EN35.
Instead of the locator thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Country, go to change that to US.
Okay.
On the next line, change that to auto.
The URL. Oh, right here.
Yeah, the button
Gotcha.
on the side.
I got
That's
you.
right.
I got you.
Node type is private. Ignore the APRS crap.
I'll
Change
turn
it
that
to-
on. Turn it on.
Go down to system time zone and change that to California. You could probably type California there, Chuck, or Los Angeles
Probably.
or something.
Usually it comes up Los Angeles. I can't
Type
type
in Los
that.
Angeles, where it
no,
says
Chuck,
search.
in that search box.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, just type Los Angeles or San Diego or
Piper, that's the
Sacramento.
original point. We're all just trying to learn and play along, and
Scroll up.
I'm not embarrassed by making mistakes. We're all human. Makes it look like everybody
And then
has these
change
same
that to-
struggles.
Yep.
Oh, it did
English.
it already.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
change it to English US
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want
I was
UK
looking.
English on there. It's confusing.
because they'll
Yeah,
call
they
everything
messed-
a wanker and
They've those guys have like just torn the
Bloke.
language up, man.
now go
They
ahead
did-
and apply changes.
Those guys did tear up our language, Chuck. You're absolutely right.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Boom, we did something.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute.
Yeah, it'll take a minute. Yep. See the
So what-
spinny thing
what
at the
new
top of your browser?
No. Oh yeah, I do see it. So what's my new computer? I'm actually going to buy a laptop for traveling.
Steve has one he needs to sell. It's a nice laptop.
I don't want that one. He's had nothing but problems with that one.
Steve,
When I put Windows
Steve
10 on
had
it, it got better.
problems.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I didn't have any problem with it. I just don't
Look
like
at that.
it.
Look at that.
Supposedly, if you go to Micro Center, you can get a Jankopotamus and tell them you want a discount. I'll give you a discount. And you can get them for under
Chris, that's what I
$70.
did.
It says
Chuck has one of those.
I have.
I think
one.
he
It's
does.
all set up. The modem selection section has been updated. Please.
That's fine.
reselect.
We expect that.
Okay. Just okay.
Just tell it okay and go
I
on.
did.
Let's go
I
on.
did.
All right,
Just
scroll
making sure.
down.
Yep, you're good.
Making sure.
Now, see, we've got this new thing called MMDVM host config. So
Mhm.
you see there on the side where it shows all the different modes.
Mhm.
Just click DMR.
Okay.
Now, one thing that people always ask about, I got a couple things I want to say about this screen. Your mileage may vary. This is the way I do it and why I do it this way. You can put multiple modes on one hotspot. But when you do, and I'll leave that screen up because I want everybody to see what. When you do, that means you're splitting your time. It's like it's in D-Star mode for 20 seconds. That's what that net hang time is over on the right. The RF hang time is if there's a call in D-Star mode, for example, it's going to sit on that for 20 more seconds after it unkeys to see if anybody's going to reply. So you're scanning multiple digital modes. Yes, it will work. You just may not
You want me to
be
hit
able
apply changes?
not yet. You may just not be able to follow a conversation like you want. So you can do it. I just don't recommend it. Now, the thing on the bottom, yep. Let's go ahead and change that. And that's going to be
Type 3.
Type 3. Yeah. And that's right. So apply changes.
I was just gonna say if we could apply changes while you were talking, it'd be doing two
Well,
things at once, so.
I was all that stuff on the screen is the point I wanted to make. That's all.
I get it, Chuck.
I was multitasking, trying to get Jim to.
Oh, I can multitask. It's a visual aid for the group.
Mm-hmm.
Ghostman says he'll give you a Jankopotamus for free, Chuck.
I've got one.
I thought you did.
I actually got two.
I think it'll actually run the ELAD software, which is
You sold your ELAD, didn't you?
no. I was going to sell. Nobody wanted it. I mean, nobody knew what. When I was
That's
at
the hard part.
Hamfest, nobody knew what it was. That's why. If they knew what it was, they would have bought it.
Ken Lewis, that's why I have 5.
Let me go down one.
Oh, don't click nothing now. Let it cook. There's
There
your
you
warning message again. Click OK. All right, scroll down, buddy. Keep going. All right, stop. Put in your DMR ID now on that third line right there.
Third line, 1, 2, 3, right here.
Yep.
I don't know what my DMR ID is.
Okay, hang on.
I don't have one.
RadioID.net to get your DMR ID.
Or look up somebody's.
And steal it. We'll just put apes in there.
I like the one that's in there. I can remember that one. I bet you I do have one, tell you the truth.
He doesn't have one.
I don't?
Oh, no.
Oh, because I never did DMR.
It's not showing up in radio ID.
I won't have one. I've never done DMR.
Oh, Jesus. I guess he could use Toads.
Oh, let's do that one. What is it?
319-2083. That means that every time anybody keys up on Toads now, it's going to light up Chuck's radio too.
That's fine. I'm happy with that.
2083?
Yes.
319-2083, yeah.
I can tell you right now, it's not going to tone up very often.
Okay.
Okay, I got that one.
Go down to where it says radio modem type. Right there. Click that drop down. So I scroll down. We can find out what you have, but I think I can remember it. Scroll down. And it's going to be, keep going. I think, is it the STM32? Keep scrolling.
It's going to be
No, there it is.
DVM underscore HS hat.
That one right there. One more
more
down.
down.
I'm on?
One more
This
down.
one here?
Right there.
That one.
And apply changes.
Should he change his call sign since he's not using the an ID assigned to his call sign?
That's a good call, Tim. Yeah.
That is a good idea.
I guess we're going to have to wait.
I don't think we should get on the, I don't think you guys should get on the wrong side of a foul with the FCC. We wouldn't want that.
Well, we're gonna hit a couple other problems too, because we're gonna have to get on Brandmeister and give him the password to Brandmeister, so this hotspot will light up, and he doesn't have a DMR ID. This is not a good idea. Well, his hotspot will break Toads, I think. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to do.
Split brain.
We'll do it live.
It's going to be just like split brain on the network, Jim.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck, what county do you live in?
Contra Costa. Getting a little personal there.
Chuck, I need you to close the shades on your bathroom too when you shower. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh no, don't.
Makes you feel inadequate or what?
No, it frightens me.
Lord.
All righty. Scroll on down. And that is all good now. And the way we did it in this order, you kind of have to do it in this order. It just keep working down, and every time you fill in a new thing, it gives you some new options. But you notice you didn't get the modem message anymore, so it's got the right modem.
I just got a notification though. It won't show up because of the screen though.
What did it
It's
show
being
up?
shared. It says I have a notification, but it won't show because I'm sharing my screen.
Okay. Oh, that's Windows. We don't care.
Okay.
All right. DMR configuration.
This first one's wrong. Oh, that is Brandmeister. Huh?
So you can use Brandmeister. You can use TGIF. You can set up a very complicated, for this show, DMR gateway and use multiples. So click that drop down, Chuck, right
For
there.
DMR
Where's-
Master?
Yeah.
And same thing in the search box to states. Just type in the word states.
Hey, look at all the caps. Quit yelling at us, Chuck. Pick one.
He does
I'd
all
recommend-
day.
Let's see.
Go 3102. Just go 3102.
I want 4.
It's got to be special. So real quick, while we're doing this, Stone Wallace has a great point. Under DMR configuration, network
Yes.
ID, change it to a unique number. So we'll make him like -6 or something because he's a 6 caller.
06. Yeah. So where it says ESSID,
Right here?
Chuck? Yep.
Yeah.
Go to that none and click it and pick 06.
Okay.
And then that's fine. Apply it. We're going to try and do this without a password, but I think we're going to have to give him the Brandmeister password. Out of band.
I think you know that. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
I
I've got
know
it.
that.
I've got it.
But first,
We're going to try this without it, but I think we're going to have to do it.
Well, at least I found out the lens on my camera was filthy. So I got that fixed.
that's okay. We're looking at a brown box in the dark.
Oh, I can throw me back up if you'd rather.
It's kind of a live show
In the dark. In the dark.
in
Yeah.
the dark.
After hours in the dark.
How's that better?
Chuck After Dark.
Well,
Although really it's only what, 5 o'clock there, 5:30.
yeah, it's dark already.
So real quick,
Almost.
W7 LHT. We are reading the comments, but we're very specifically ignoring anything from Frank.
Frank who?
Right?
Frank and Beans.
Whoa. Man, somebody
And by the way, I think they're talking smack in the Toads Discord, or not the Discord, but the Toads Fusion DMR
Yep.
thing right now.
Right, Brian?
See, I did all this once, and then I was over it.
I don't know.
Just
You
saying.
never set up DMR because you don't have a DMR ID.
I've never done DMR, but I've done all this before. All the other
With
stuff.
with what mode?
Or I was
Fusion.
when
Randall, I'll see if I
Fusion.
can do that.
Fusion.
With Fusion.
Yeah, I talked to guys, on my handy talkie in Australia and the UK and all that stuff. I got over it. It's pretty cool.
No, Randall, I can't do that, but Jim might be able to do that.
We're up, guys. I mean, what's the next thing you want to try?
Okay, let's. We'll come back to that in a minute. Scroll down. Yeah, that's all fine. Scroll down. That should be about it.
You're listening to Smooth Jazz on KT0ADS.
Well, somebody said cue the
Tito's.
70s porno music, and one of these I'm sure is it. Okay, good deal. That's it.
It's got a funk beat. Bound. chicka bow wow, chicka bow.
Right.
It's surprising how
wow.
much you know about porn, Tim.
Bow. Dude, man. I lived
Tim, do
in
you still
Southern
have your
California for a while.
VHS porn collection?
Zach, all the rooms are
dude.
bridged together. YSF and DMR and D-Star are all bridged together unless they're broken. And then they're not bridged
Yeah.
together. And then we fix it.
I was going to ask you about that. There was a Steven showing up as K-Toads.
Yeah, that's me.
It didn't sound like you were talking.
I still don't have anything on my screen.
Anytime
Oh.
anybody talks on DMR, it shows up with my name.
Yep.
So, Jim, in the
Gotcha.
starred chats, Randall has a comment for you. That might get us
I'm
out
on-
of the woods.
I'm not in the woods. I'm trying to set it up on Brandmeister. What did he say?
He said, go to Brandmeister devices and set a password for Chuck's hotspot specifically.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. Just want to make sure you saw it.
Oh.
I know you're smart, but the recall is difficult when we're walking Chuck through something.
Man.
Now I see a 319-208-399. What the hell is that? Oh, I guess that's our. Yeah, okay, that's our. All right, I know what that is. So Chuck is going to
Which
have
he
to put in
should, but
Chuck is going to have to put in the password. So Chuck, unshare your screen, and I will send you the info in Discord.
Oh, I'm discombobulated now.
the music getting to you, bringing back childhood memories.
No, through all that video driver update, I lost a monitor too, and it's the one right in the middle of two 32-inch monitors. So I've got this big gap. So the monitor I'm normally looking at you guys on it, which would put me right in the camera. Now I'm starting to look like Jim, always looking over here to the side.
So Zach's asking, is there a Toads link so we can see who's on DMR or YSF and stuff like that?
It'll show up on the Brandmeister dashboard. Yeah,
It will be, yeah.
you can go there
Let's see.
and put in a call talk group, and it'll show information about it.
But that's so like right now I'm connected to Fusion because that's the way I roll. He does have a C4 FM radio because he just showed us this 3DR. That might be easier.
Chuck, that I just pasted that to you in our
Okay.
private chat.
Holy shit.
Just copy it and paste it in that
Oh.
password field.
Type it in
Ape
letter
wants-
for letter, Chuck.
Ape wants to know what it is. And
I got it.
And
I
post
told
it
him.
where now? Paste it where? Jim?
Paste it in that password field. I think an API key will work. Otherwise, I've got the password for K-Toads, which will work also.
All right. Where was that one at now? In the
Actually,
General
Chuck,
config?
just disregard the key. Just there's the password. I don't think we have to use an API key here. I think we can use a regular password.
so now I'm gonna do a different one. Is that what you're saying?
So
Not-
that's not you. All right. Where on that screen where it says, share your screen out real quick for me so I can point you to the right place.
Just don't show the password
Mm,
or the API key.
one.
That's the wrong screen.
That was you. That was TO's, I think. Actually,
Yes. Share your screen.
I have to start it up again. Sorry.
Hamstick Eric is expressing his love for Brandmeister.
Yes, Hamstick, I agree with you. We've been trying to get the D-Star integration done, which requires Brandmeister to agree, and they're being complete dicks. And apparently their way to get me to go away is just to ignore the
There
ticket.
you go. There you go.
All right, Chuck, scroll down. Stop. And right there where it says Hotspot Security, you're going to paste in that password that I just posted in our Discord. But unshare your screen before you do that, please.
Is it going to start it?
I don't know
Got
if
it.
I can remember if it does or not.
And then apply changes.
Yes. Shane, I can't remember when they want the API key and when they want the password. So it's
There was a paste error.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm just talking to the chat.
It applied it, right, Chuck?
It's applying it, yeah.
Okay. So you can share. Did it start out when you typed it, or did
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Okay. You can bring your screen back up. I just didn't want to share our password with everybody. If we have to do the API key, that's going to be that other long thing, and that's in the expert config area. I don't think we have to do that. It's been a while since I've done it. Yeah, we're getting. Apparently, we may have to put in the API key. I mean, I probably have done it. I just haven't done this in a while.
Oh, there's the code. Oh, it's started. All right, it's in.
Okay, your hotspot is ready. Now scroll up and go to the dashboard. And click dashboard.
Well, you're talking some smack about you, Jim, on the thing.
They always do.
Yeah.
Could care less.
Thank you, Joe.
What's the talk group for?
319-2083.
I don't think that's going to work either.
Yeah. Go to config, Chuck.
Did you say two what?
319-2083. Go to expert. Up top, Chuck. Yep. Expert. Go to BM API. Second line up there. Right. There you go. Click it. All right. Unshare your screen. And then copy that whole long thing I pasted in our Discord.
Okay.
Just right click and copy. Listen, Chuck, you know, I mean, you may feel that you don't know a lot about computers, but my boss cannot copy and paste. So
Apply changes.
yes.
Nope. The URL is too long to share, folks. I'm going to have to do a shortened URL.
I don't know what it didn't. I applied changes, Jim, but it didn't. It went blank like it was before. James.
Did it go? Go to dashboard.
Okay, I'm in dashboard.
All right. Show your screen up again. Yeah, he's not showing up here yet. We're missing something. I'm not seeing him on our Brandmeister page.
His DMR was still yellow on the dashboard.
Yeah.
So you got him the password? I'm still trying to do a URL on my side.
Yeah, he's got, I gave him the password and I gave him the API key, so he has access now. And we're not getting anywhere.
Yes, we're going down the rabbit hole, Scott.
Let's see. Go to admin. All right, go to static talk group. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it. That box down below you where it says static talk group. And put in 319.
Oh, right here.
Put in 3192083.
2083.
Yeah.
Okay.
Modify static. To the right.
Got it.
Scroll down.
Hey, I got a link to work.
Huh. All right, go back to config and Brandmeister API. See, he's still not showing up in our Brandmeister dashboard. I'm not seeing his hotspot yet.
That's the special secret backend dashboard that Jim has access to because he controls the merging and the linking.
Where do you want me to go to now?
3103 is San Jose. 3104 is Chicago. Was down yesterday. Change to 3102. You are on 3102.
NGC is asking if we got his Pi-Star on his home network. What we did was it was me. I typed in HTTPS instead of HTTP. And once we got that fixed, he was online.
I'm on 2.
Jim, your primary hotspot's connected to 3104.
Yes.
Okay, just saying.
So we got a comment in the chat about changing your call
I hadn't
sign
looked at
on
mine,
the
so that's
config
not-
page from John. Thank you, John. We'll take a look.
Chuck, get out of that.
See what I did there, Frank?
Okay.
It's probably because he put in his call sign and that's wrong. He's going to have to change the K-toads. That may be why it's not working either.
Pretty sure I said that like 20 minutes ago.
Hey, I've never tried to fake this out.
It's a 0.
Chuck.
Huh?
0. KT0 ADS.
Yeah.
And apply it. I guess case doesn't matter. Who knows?
I mean, I would have done it just to be neat and professional.
Right. Because it's not like there's not 156 people watching us hump this chicken right now.
Chicken humper.
Oh, well. I got something on the screen. It says close.
Nice.
It's updating.
Yeah, it does that when you restart the software.
Oh. Starting. Startup.
Yep. Okay, Chuck, you made a typo. 319-208-306 authentication failed, incorrect password.
Okay.
So you need to go put in the password again, only copy and paste it so you don't make a typo.
That's not it right there.
The password is in our Discord, Chuck. Copy and paste that.
The short one. Yeah.
Yeah, the password, not the API key.
Okay.
And apply changes.
Well, you want me to put it in there, though, right?
Yes.
Copy, paste, apply changes.
Okay, very good.
And where am I pasting this on that?
Code plugs and they're, I guess, missing.
The password field. Go down to DMR.
Does it star it out, Jim?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this
Okay,
one here?
good.
Where it says hotspot security. Delete that.
Gotcha.
Repaste. and apply changes.
Never loaded a contact on this radio in 3 or 4 years and used it because it used
All
something
right.
called proper alias.
1947. So let's find out what happens.
Transmit.
And turn that down, whatever that is, because it's really hard to concentrate with that yammering in my ear.
It's not me.
A
That's
signal.
Tim.
The header part of the signal includes information.
So is it still? Yeah, it's still pondering.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
still going. It's just starting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back off.
I
back off
don't.
your mic, man.
I worry.
Back
I
off
don't
your
know if
mic.
he's got an extra space on the end of it.
Okay.
All right. Go back to your dashboard. Let me see if the logs.
Oh, it's
Green.
green.
There you go. Yep, it did not fail again. Holy
Now it's
shit.
yellow.
I mean, darn it. Holy crap. Yay.
Hmm.
Went back to yellow.
And then it's yellow.
Yeah, see, we're doing some sketch right here, so I'm not sure. Let me see if the log has changed in Brandmeister.
How can we make this as difficult as possible? I know. We'll do it on Nuggets.
Hey,
Still saying failed.
Hmm?
Still saying failed. Scroll down, Chuck.
Who's that?
Huh. Yeah, it's still telling us the password's wrong.
Okay. Config.
Go to config.
Stoney never updated what after the fresh install?
you're absolutely right, Joe Brett.
All right, scroll down to where it says DMR, Chuck. We're done with all that. We're not going to mess with that again. All right. 3192083. And then hotspot security. Chuck, are you sure you're
Okay,
not
thanks,
copying
Stone.
a space in there or something?
Well, we can test it out real easy. Click in the spot where it says security at the end, and then just back out one of those dots.
Here.
Yeah. Just one. And then apply changes.
One ping only.
One ping only.
Right?
We should give
Did
this
you-
American a wide berth.
Chuck, did you knock the dot out? I saw you click there, but I didn't
He
see the
did.
dot
He did.
disappear. Okay.
I think he did. Looked like he did.
Pretty sure I hit backspace.
Joe, not yet. I see him trying to connect to Brandmeister, and it's saying that he's got the wrong password.
So they're all shouting about it being the self-care password, Jim.
That's what
Is
I
that-
gave him. Yes.
Is that just making sure it's not different than the login password?
Yes, I gave him that password.
They're yellow.
Jeff understands our pain.
Now, they think that's a different password than the login. There's only one password in here. There's the API key and the password. Yeah, that's the password. It's the only one I have saved.
Oh, back to yellow again.
I can force the password. I'll re-enter the password here too.
Let me just redo it. Make sure that I didn't mess up. Pretty sure I didn't.
Chuck, jump over to our Discord right now and hit Control V in our Discord.
Control V.
Control Victor. Yes.
I don't know if that's going to remove that space or not. I'm double checking the self-care thing. We did check the logs, and that's where we're seeing that he's logging in with the wrong password.
Don't
Okay.
hit nothing else. Just hold down Control and hit V.
I did.
Why are you typing?
I'm not doing anything.
Says you're typing.
Well, it brought it into the chat.
Oh my God! Did you just put it in? What chat did you put it in, son?
I did Control V
Oh, hit enter
for the chat. It would
Yes.
just it would have
for our Discord, our private car Discord. Yes.
right. That's what I did.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Because that's what you're pasting.
I know how to copy and paste. I'm very
It ain't
fluent
working.
in
Well,
copy and
So
pasting.
something's off. I don't know what.
It's
That's what I'm trying to
not
figure it
just
out.
you.
I'm very fluent in pasting.
So, Jim, it might actually be a different password.
It's
Let
the
me
same one. There's only one.
Well, no, give me 1 second. Let me share the screen over here
Okay.
because this is what they're talking about in the chat. If you go into the Brandmeister page and you go into self-care, this bottom box here, hotspot security, this is not telling me that this is my normal password to log into the Brandmeister website. You're giving him the password to log into the Brandmeister website. This might be a different one. So on your end, Jim, if you go in and fix this in Brandmeister,
Yep. I'm going to.
that might
Well, it
do
should
it.
be. It should be the same password.
It should be, but we're going to fix it. We're going to make sure it is.
I'm on user dashboard self-care. All right. Yep. I see it now, but it should have been the same one. Save password. Success. Toy.
Okay.
True.
Now we go back to Chuck's screen, and he's green again.
I just reloaded everything again. I just redid it all again.
Oh, he's green and green.
Yeah,
Let's
I've been
see.
green and green before, but this is longer than usual.
It ain't easy being green.
Right? Spending your days the color of the leaves.
I wonder if we had set a different self-care password. I just used our standard one for all of this, I thought.
Well, what's going to be funny is we just took our DMR link offline.
Well, we probably did. We probably just did.
Still green.
Awesome. Now we got to configure the radio.
My God.
All right. I'm going to go get, I need a bio break and a replacement Coke, and I'll be right back. Steve, are you frozen? No, you're
No,
not.
I'm not
Okay.
frozen.
Oh,
Randall, there's a lot of kids to play cards with right now.
man, I'll tell you what.
It stayed green.
Good.
Yeah,
So
I think
Chuck,
you're good. It was the self-care password was not the same. I thought they were set to the same. So I'll
so
eat
while
that
Jim
one.
is while
I'll
Jim
eat
is
that
taking his break. So one for me, one for Jim over there. Oh, that's two for me.
This-
One for me, one for Jim. Chuck, you got to get that radio plugged in and turned on now.
Oh my God.
Tim, it's your
We
turn
haven't
to
even,
screw the
we
pooch
haven't even
next
showed
month.
this thing out yet.
Okay.
You need to add some value to this show, Tim. Screw something up.
Well, okay. Oh, hey, looky there. DB40. D.
Oh, wait, let me do this.
And that D isn't for digital, by the way.
Actually, Bill, you're absolutely correct. 2 fingers of whiskey.
I have nowhere. I can't remember which way to push this.
Mhm.
Anyhow,
That's
let's
good.
open it.
Ken's asking for the dashboard for some
Book.
reason. There's the dashboard. It's still green and green. He's still good.
Yeah, it's still
So if you guys key up on 3192, oh, he does need to set it to static, yeah. But he is 3192083. So maybe if you connect to 319203, it'll show up on his dashboard. If not, 3192083-06.
This thing has a Bluetooth push to talk button. You know that? Do I need this too? Like this?
Well, you're unboxing everything off the screen.
I know,
All I can
but
see is
don't have
brown
so much
boxes.
room here.
That's a nice microphone.
Hey, looky there.
And we should have cross-linking from YSF over. So if you're 55295 on YSF, then you can probably hear us on DMR. Unless we just broke it.
Nice little bracket. Power cord. There's a push to talk button. See that guy? Looks like that one.
That's
you
pretty
showed
cool.
earlier.
Look at that.
That may not
Is
be-
that a little antenna in there?
Yes, it has APRS and Bluetooth.
Okay.
So you have a GPS antenna and a Bluetooth antenna you can plug into the back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me close this down. Put this up here. There's the radio.
There you go.
So I just hook this to my antenna.
Sure. Any 2-meter antenna. Well, no, sorry, any UHF 70 centimeter antenna.
Yeah. LMR 400 all the way up 50 feet. So
Yeah, Piper's right. You can use a dummy load for this as well if you had one handy, because it's going to put out enough RF to hit your hotspot right next to it. Yeah, Jody, definitely want to dial down the power.
I could get a dummy load. Hang on. Holy cow.
It's on, and it's loud. Yeah, this is the mobile version of the GD88. There are 3 versions of this. The GD88 is the HT. The DB25-D is the balloons is the 25 watt version, and then the DB40-D is the 40 watt version.
Tia left the thing on as loud as it would go.
I was outside when I was using it.
Using your depends.
Right.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends on whether he's using Depends or not. He could be using the generic Walmart. What's that brand that Walmart has?
How would any of us know, Tim?
The Equate. He's using the Equate version of the Depends.
When you first pulled that dummy load out, Chuck, it looked like it was the mounting bracket for the radio.
Yeah. There it is. Dummy load.
Nice little MFJ dummy load.
All right. I know nothing about this radio because I've just pulled it out today, guys.
So we're going to have to go through the on-screen menus on that. And I think it's got my DMR ID in it.
The Bluetooth is on. So there's the screen, guys. Beautiful.
It does look pretty good, yeah. So one of those buttons on one of those knobs, you should be able to turn, and you should get to a point where you see Parrot on the screen. And it might even say BM_Parrot.
Okay, it's not that one. Oh, there's the menu. I don't know. Do I need to hit the menu? Sorry, guys. I'm probably not showing you guys anything.
You're not showing us anything, no.
Because I can't see it and show it at the same time, unfortunately. So what am I looking for now?
spin one of those knobs until it says BM_parrot.
This one.
If that one's not the one, then spin another one.
These don't seem to do anything. Okay, that's like squelch or something. Oh, that's the volume right there. That's what that is. So it must be this one. When I put it to where you guys can see it, I can't see it. I don't see anything that says parrot. Would it be on the bottom screen? Or the top
Whichever one is changing. I think your top VFO is changing.
The top one. It is.
Okay. You might have to push one of those funky buttons somewhere to get it out of that. And that's not the one. That's not the one.
There we go. Parrot right there. See it?
Yeah, scroll down. There's another BM_parrot for Brandmeister Parrot. Or there it is. That's at the bottom. You were there. Keep turning in that same direction, up 5. One more.
Right here.
That one. That should say BM_parrot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. See if that does anything. And then what are the...
Uh-huh. Yeah, it looks like that's the edit mode there for the...
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to be his active group that he wants to talk to.
Yeah.
His active call that he wants to talk
I feel
to.
like he's in a well, it looks like he's in the application mode there.
So at the bottom of your screen, you see how it says select
Ooh,
and
look at
back,
that. Yeah.
and those go to 2 soft keys.
Yeah.
Hit
Tap
back.
Which one's back?
The
The
right-hand
lower
side.
right button.
Which
Under
is showing
the
desktop.
PF4 key. Right under the PF4 key on the
Oh,
right
here?
hand side. Right hand side.
That would be the
Yep.
left-hand side.
Yeah, the
under
right.
The PF2 key.
One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more. There we go.
Okay, so now those 2 vertical stacks of buttons, I want you just to start pushing them until that changes from 443125 to words. Okay, next one. Next one. Because I don't remember which button it is, and we don't manual here.
No, hit the no. Chuck. Hit the right
Mhm.
one. Hit the right
The one
back
that says
button.
back.
Yeah. All right, now hit P3 or PF3. All right, hit the back button. PF4. Ooh,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. What are the 2? Was there a phone? It's that top left button above the
Phone?
PF1. Can't remember.
Cannot
What's on the other side of above PF3?
Nothing doesn't do anything.
The 2 round buttons on the far right side of the radio, the 2 round knobs, try pushing one of those. I heard it click. I didn't see anything.
That one changed the.
That's probably volume for... Yeah, you're changing where your PTT is. You can see it at the bottom of the VFO screen. It's hard to see. It's just a little red piece of text.
I would try the ONN or ONOFF button.
He wants you to turn it off.
Power down.
Yeah. Turn it back on. See if it goes back into the label mode. I'm assuming that's... Oh, man.
This
All
one
right,
changed
quick.
things.
Chat. Who's already got the manual up?
Yeah, we're all supposed to be doing this together.
Can you
see anything?
Is that a selectable that dial knob? Is it something you can push in?
This one?
Yeah. Well, that's not what we want.
That's the one we did before we got to here.
So what about those two telephone buttons? If we're back on the main page.
On the main page?
Yeah, so at the top of the screen you have a phone button. Nope, and the other phone button.
That one doesn't do anything.
Yeah, we tried those, Steve.
Okay.
Do the knobs on the other side? I'm assuming those are the VFO knobs. Do they?
It's volume.
Those are volumes.
Those are volume.
Do those push in?
Yeah, but they don't really. I don't know what they're doing. That's doing something right there on the A.
DN. That's digital. Does this thing do C4 FM?
Nope.
No.
No.
It's a DMR radio. It does digital DMR. See, you have different buttons on your radio than I have on mine.
You have this radio?
I have a different version of that radio.
Oh.
So, like, that's my screen, Chuck. It looks very similar to yours.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a bunch of different buttons than you do.
Oh, okay.
And somehow you're in VFO mode and not in channel mode. I'm trying to get you into channel mode.
I'm back.
Okay, let's try something different. I might have an idea for you. Hit the lower left button under PF2. And then you're off the screen again. Okay, good. Now turn the knobs until those icons start moving.
This knob? Yep.
There you go. Yep. That one will do it. Keep turning. So you can only go through those three.
Right.
You're down a level somehow. Did you hit that button twice by chance?
No. No.
Okay, well hit the other button. Hit the back button. One more time, and you go back all the way. Nope.
Is this the 40? This is the 40?
Yes.
Let me do this. That does the same thing. What's
Yeah, because you're in. That's just a programmed memory channel. We're stuck, guys. Push and hold the button to change the PTT. So they're saying long press the top left knob. That's the right side. Now do the long press of the top left knob. Top right knob.
Top left knob. Okay, I hit the one you said. All right.
It blinked. It didn't do anything though.
Didn't.
This is one of those things that was a lot more intuitive when I had it in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Can he change the mode with the gear symbol? Where's the gear symbol? So, Jim, we've got the radio turned on, and we need to do three things. We need to switch it into digital mode. We need to edit the contact to change the frequency to 438, 800, whatever it was you programmed into the hotspot, because it's on 4431.
446 500. So the easiest way to do this is to get in the CPS right now and do it that way. This is way too complicated. Just if we get in the CPS, we can walk through the CPS, and this will all make a whole lot more sense.
All right, let's do that. Find
Instead
your
of trying
USB
to-
cable, Chuck, and plug it into your computer.
Instead of trying to work through. Go ahead.
The USB.
Is that another piece of software you want Chuck to download and install?
Yep. Let me see if I can find it while he's getting plugged in.
I can give you the link.
Okay. Stick it in the private chat.
Oh, Kathy Thompson she knows there's another radio in the house.
Kathy, this one's going back though.
Kathy, when are you coming to Hamfest so we can talk with you? Because you're cool. I'm afraid I'm going to be responsible for Chuck in Orlando.
Mhm.
So I'll have Ape with me too. So between us, we'll keep Chuck straight. Kathy, we'll try.
Oh, you know what? Hang on here. I think I can get you the actual link. That's to the page with the links.
Oh, she's coming to Dayton. Awesome.
Cool.
Right on.
Colin, I don't know. We can do a show trying to get Chuck on C4 FM one of these days too.
Oh, we'd be done.
I've already
Yeah. Where's the fun in that, right?
Well, we'd have to do all the hotspot stuff we just did, minus the Brandmeister password nonsense. Then configure the radio, which is where we're at now.
With HTTP.
So to be fair, the password nonsense was Jim's fault.
So here's the question. So are self-signed certificates on a private network at home any worse than a non-secured port 80 connection?
They're encrypted, but
I don't believe in certificates. The HTTPS happens whether you paid the money for their certificate or not.
yeah, I personally hate certificates because they're just a giant pain in the butt. Yeah,
I certainly don't like
it will force encryption. So there you go. You got that.
It will enforce encryption.
All right. So I'm going to plug this thing in to the computer. Well, what's that one there?
So, let's go to
Thanks,
radio
Chris.
oddities.
Oh, that's this. Okay. I'm running out of ports, man.
Does he need the driver?
Shut
Probably.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I'll put that link in there too.
Does that plug in USB, Chuck, or what? What's your cable look
Yeah.
like for that radio?
USB. I just plugged it into USB.
Okay.
It's an RS-232 jack.
It's right here.
That would be an RJ45 just for being pedantic.
The jack is RJ45. That's right. The protocol is RS-232.
So what am I doing now?
All right, you can put the radio down. We're going to get in the
Man,
CPS, Chuck. You need to
okay,
download it. Go back to you.
Go back to me.
Yep. Oh, it's getting serious. Chuck's got his glasses on now.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
I was trying to read something from the side that you guys could see it, and
All right, you need to go in the private chat and download the
God.
CPS for that.
which
thing.
one are we talking about? There's
The middle
Jim has
one.
3 of them in there. The middle
Yeah,
one.
the middle one is the software driver or software package. The bottom one is the driver if you need to install that for your USB to
So
work.
which one do you want me to put in first of the 3?
Before we do that, let's do
Bottom
this. Share out. Let's see if he even needs it.
There's that. Yeah.
Before we go down that rabbit hole, Chuck, share your screen out so we can see it.
Which screen?
Your computer screen.
By the way, I'm taking my IT hat off at this point because I don't do end user support for a reason.
Which screen do you want me to show?
The one that is
Would you-
connected to the internet
Here's
with a
the
web
reason.
browser. Pick a screen, Chuck. Pick a screen. There, it's fine.
There. That's
Perfect.
the screen.
Great. Open up a new tab. That's the plus sign up there on the top right next to the X.
I just opened it up. It's open. It's open.
You're sharing. You're not sharing the screen. You're sharing.
Well, you said you said just.
Well,
pick
you are
any of
sharing
them.
the screen because I see Windows down on the bottom. Open a new tab in that web browser right there. That we're looking at.
Once this PyStar.
Oh, sorry.
He's sharing the other screen.
The other screen he's looking
Sorry,
at, not the
sorry.
one we're looking at.
The top secret screen.
Right.
There you go. Perfect.
That better. Looks
All
looks
right.
the same.
Now I know where we
You
are.
see what I've been watching.
Hit the Windows key down in the bottom left. Start typing DEVICE. Start typing the word device. Just start typing it. Don't look for something to click. Start typing. Click it. Hit
Device
enter.
Manager?
Yep,
that what
or
you want?
click it. Either one. Yep.
Thank you, Jody.
Now
Okay.
bring that window over onto this screen. Go down to where it says,
Okay.
boy, I cannot read that. Go down to where it says ports, COM, and LPT and click that little arrow next to it.
Hey, I don't see any errors, so we're halfway there.
Wow.
I think we already got a driver. Unplug
looks like
the
the third
radio,
one.
Chuck, unplug the radio and let's see
Oh.
what happens.
He called you Chick.
Chuck.
Chick.
Beauty. That's it. Plug it back in.
Yep, it's all working great. Perfect.
Oh, thank you, Jeebus. Okay.
Praise
Yeah,
Jeebus.
Praise Jeebus.
Praise Jeebus.
Holy Jesus, we're working. All right. You can close that
10?
out, Chuck.
10? Was it 10? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's going to be 10. Did you download the CPS software?
No.
That is the middle link.
So grab that link and paste it in there and let's go download the CPS.
Oh, bless his heart, Jim. He's
I know.
using Google to search for a
I
URL.
wasn't going to say nothing. I wasn't going to say nothing.
I
say nothing.
mean, it does
It
work,
works.
but
It works just
But-
fine.
And he drugged the
That's
link
like-
over.
that's asking your girlfriend to call your wife.
Right. All right. Go ahead and right click extract files. Yep. No. Click extract all. And it should open up a dialog box in another folder. Beauty. Double click it. More info.
Doc
run
Brad,
the
thank you. Yes, it is. See where it says more info on your screen there, Chuck?
And run
The
anyway.
bottom of all that text.
And then
We need
you
some trumpets to break up this madness.
Do it.
Thanks, Doc.
It's thinking. It's thinking.
Yep. Chuck, you got to click the shield at the bottom. It's wanting your permission to run it as admin.
The shield at the bottom. I don't know.
The little
Go to the-
flashy thing on the bottom. Right underneath your video thing.
On your taskbar.
All the way down.
Blue and yellow, blinking red. Keep going down,
Next.
another 4 inches.
Go left.
Oh, this one?
There you go.
Yes.
Yep.
The blinking one.
Tell it yes. Just tell it yes. We don't need to see that box. We know what it says. And then the CPS software should be opening or open
It is.
somewhere. Yep, drag it on this screen, Chuck. You're doing good.
I didn't want you to see it.
No, I want to see it, Chuck. You
I'll
can
sign it
minimize
for
the
you.
browser. Minimize your browser, Chuck. It's
You're going
fine.
to see
We
his
don't
ugly
need it.
desktop. You're going to see his ugly desktop.
That has
This one's clean.
110% less icons than I thought it would have.
Yes. I thought there was going to be 90 or 110 or 200.
Yeah.
That would be the other screen.
That's the other screen.
I know. I know.
Thank God we're on this monitor. That's a great picture. Did you take
Chuck
that?
took that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He was out swimming.
Good work, buddy. That's awesome. That's a beautiful picture.
Kathy was complaining inside the other room over there. Oh my God! Look down. I lost you guys.
Yeah, we all lost. I thought I was frozen.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't me.
Okay,
It said finished.
so it
I
just
finished.
it installed. Yep. Go down and click your Windows button
Okay.
on this monitor where we can see it.
Oh shit! You're always wanting to see it.
And then click DRS CPS V33 up there at the top on the left. Yep.
Where'd he go? I just lost it.
So if you guys are just tuning in, we're trying to get Chuck to go onto DMR, and there are easier ways to do this. We each have some videos that walk you through step by step. This is just doing it live, which makes it that
Chuck
much more
doesn't.
fun.
Chuck doesn't have
Okay.
any videos on it.
Right. Go up to device.
Yeah.
All the way up. Up. Device.
Got
Click it. Let's click COM. It picked
Edit.
port 10.
It pick the right one.
Click open.
Open.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go over to device again. Click that. Click read.
Now, Jim, if you remember, this is the radio that had that one weird setting in it. I think it was on like the wrong, not time slot, but something like time slot.
Yeah. I
Color
It should
vaguely
already be
remember this.
saved.
I vaguely remember this sketchy CPS. Don't just, oh, you're going to make it bigger. Do it. Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, and bigging it.
Beautiful. We're on full screen, so I can't even see the chat now. All right. All right. Go to basic parameters.
Jim's doctor
Steve,
called and said it was more blood pressure medication or hide the chat.
Well, no, it was Jim needed a Newport and another Diet Dr. Pepper. All right. Change the language to American.
American. Wait, you don't want to roll the Chinese?
Listen, American's hard enough with this. I don't want to go crazy. That is probably all fine. Go down to common menus. Oh boy, this CPS is different. Go to contacts advanced service. To the right. Yep.
Should we read the radio config?
We did.
Okay. So why did it come back as China as a language?
Because that's apparently what they said it at, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we actually hadn't seen any language on the radio yet.
Hmm.
And this one doesn't speak anyway. All we
Okay,
had was the contact list and the frequency.
we'll leave
Yeah,
that
identify.
alone.
All right.
Go to zone set. Okay, we can ignore. This is what the menus are. All right, just scooch out of that. Go down to DMR service. Yeah, we can ignore all that. Go down to contacts. Oh, okay. Go to contact list. Beauty. All right.
Beauty.
Beautiful.
The first thing you got to do when you set up a DMR radio is put in your contacts. So Chuck, under number 1,
Mm-hmm.
put WT1W.
On the
Yeah,
ID.
Where
Under-
it says
yeah.
contact name.
Yeah, click in the field.
Okay.
And then
What was it again?
WT1W.
Look at him, he turned caps lock on right away. This is why we get shouted at all day.
Chuck,
Well,
it's a
you
1.
guys
that
complained
looks like
before
an
when
I.
you didn't have it.
We're going to complain again when you do it next time, too.
Here.
We
what this is
use
all
the
about.
we use the shift key PRN, Chuck. WT1W. Uh-oh. I may have to go. This is work. Hopefully they're telling us
W-
we're closed tomorrow.
Tell them you're busy.
This is the guy who writes my paycheck.
Radio ID called.
WT.
Your ID is ready.
He's probably
That's-
watching the
is that
stream.
right?
Do you want me to
Jed.
send out a text via the text system? Question mark.
Yeah, Chuck, it's good. Where it says call type, change that to private call. And then where it says contact ID, click on that and get rid of 677. And then, Jim, what's your contact ID on DMR?
315-2157. And then private call is correct. And then go
And
to
that's good
number,
enough to get him moving.
Yeah, go to number 2. Well, I was going to put Toads in there for him.
Okay.
Change that to Toads. You can just type Toads or you can put in K Toads. Either way.
Yeah, it's a friendly name. It's human, not
Yeah.
code.
Yep. And then the contact ID is 319-2083.
Hey, Craig, welcome to membership. Send me a message on the Discord. The link for the Discord's at the top of the chat over there, and I'll get you in the super secret private room.
2083.
319-2.
2083.
Okay. Private's
And then
good.
change that
And
to
then
a group
change it.
call.
Yep. Steve, you
Oh,
handle
we're
this a
changing.
second. I need to jump out.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Okay, group call. Group call.
Yep. Okay. And then over on the side, now I got to full screen it. Over on the side where it says ham contacts, click that. Okay, that's good. Where it says ham groups, click that. That's good. I didn't see this in the beginning, but back up where it says device info at the top. I don't know if we put your DMR ID in. So go back up to device info. Nope, that's not it. Basic parameters. I just don't remember if we did this or not. Radio ID 890. Change that to 319-2083.
What was it again?
319-2083. Cool.
Okay.
And then down at the bottom, we were finishing out contacts. Go to zone channel at the bottom. And click the plus sign on that. On the left.
The plus sign right here.
The big long list of things on the left.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay,
The plus sign right next to that.
Up here? This
Nope.
Add sign?
Nope.
No.
Nope. On the left-hand side, where all of the list of menu options are, down the bottom, at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
you'll see a plus sign next to zone channel.
Oh, gotcha. I've got wires hanging in the way there.
Okay, where it says zone 1 on the left side, click that. There we go. There we go. All right, so it says zone 1, channel mode digital, channel name channel 1. That very first line, that's the one we want to edit.
Okay.
And we want to change the frequency to the frequency that we put into your hotspot.
Jim would know that one.
Tim knew it too. It was
446.
435.
Yeah, 446.5.
That sounds familiar.
Yep.
Okay.
And then do that on TX frequency also. There we go. Perfect. Where it says channel name, change that to WT1W for Jim. It says CH1_1. Second column. There we go. change that to, say, Jim or WT1W or Jim WT1W.
Okay.
Now scroll out to the right, because all these columns, they go off the side of your screen. So at the bottom,
Okay.
you'll see that scroll bar. Just drag it. Okay, and the contact is already set to WT1W. Perfect. And somewhere we need to set this to digital mode, which I think we did in the beginning. So go back to the left. Scroll that set of columns back to the left. And then the second one says digital, CH1_2.
Mm-hmm.
Change that to Toads. And then change the frequency to 4465.
Oops. Okay, and then tack the next one to it.
Yep. And then scroll all the way back out to the right, and we'll change the contact on that one over to Toads. See where it says WT1W? Drop that down and just pick Toads. All right, there we go. And then we should be able to write that to the radio. So at the top where it says device,
Mm-hmm.
click that, click write.
Currently have a token that expires 1/17/20.
All right. I guess it's.
It should have popped up a little dialog box saying that it was writing stuff.
I didn't see anything. Let me hit it again.
Yeah, try and write it again.
That 319 whatever number you gave, is that a D-Star talk group?
It's a DMR ID that's being used as a talk group because that's the way Brandmeister tells you to do things now. Yes, it's a group.
I never saw the radio do anything.
Because I'm not seeing it as a talk group.
Yeah, it's a private call, but you address it as a group, and then everybody in the group can also hear it. Everybody that's doing the same thing can also hear it. It's Brandmeister stopped giving out groups like 3 years ago.
I never saw the radio do anything, Steve.
Yeah, and when you said device write, it should have popped up a little screen and shown writing out to the radio.
Okay, where are we at, fellas?
So I programmed his contacts in his zone for WT1WU and for Toads, and now we're trying to get it to write to the radio.
Okay, let's.
So
we didn't
they're
create.
saying COM port's not set right.
Let's go to RX group. Yeah. So okay. Where it says on the right, selected digital contacts, you want to delete all of those. So just hit that delete button down there at the bottom 4 times. Go down.
This one here? This
Yep. Well, I guess the one on top would work too. Yep. Delete all those.
All right.
Add in K-toads.
It put them over here, though. Did you see that?
Yes. Add in K-toads.
Up here?
Click K-toads over there on the left, Chuck. We're moving them from one column to the other. Now click add. Perfect. All right. Now go to 2.2 on the left. And just click delete because we don't need this. Click the delete on top. And go to 2. Delete that. I guess it's going to put it there whether we like it or not. Okay. All right, go down to RX groups again and click the plus sign. Does it open up another submenu?
It does. Yep.
Okay, the RX group list. Okay, go to zone. All right, click zone 1.
If you click the plus sign, you'll see what's inside of zone 1, Jim.
Okay. I see this CPS. I've never messed with this much. Like hardly. Click plus, Chuck.
Wait, over here.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh dear Lord.
And then go to zone 1. There we go.
It didn't save.
This is the sauce we got to get. So all that crap you need to delete.
I just edited the first 2 with him.
Okay, but they're not right.
No, they're not. But we don't need to try them either.
It didn't save it. Yeah.
No, because I didn't see this, but there's a save button at the top of that list.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Right
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we didn't do that last time.
All right. So do it again. Change that. WT1W. Tab over 446.5.
Yeah, folks, this is what ham radio is like. It's not always easy.
Beautiful. Set your power to low. You do not need to transmit your hotspot at high power.
So, Jim, if he scrolls these columns to the right, he's going to see the contact, and you're already set there. Oh, so it saved that. It didn't save the other thing.
Save that. Yeah.
Nice. So his first 2 contacts are Jim and Toads. So change channel name for 2 to Toads again, and then the frequency.
Yep.
And we'll hit save this time.
So we're delaying our opening tomorrow, and
Cool.
because of potential weather, every school in 3 counties is closed because they've said ice.
Okay, now you want me to hit save?
Do the transmit power thing too while you're there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
fix
okay.
your power.
He's into a dummy load, but it's the right thing to do.
Okay, now hit save.
Yep.
Oh, I want you to save the file. Yeah, this is
give it a file
totally
name.
different.
Call it Chuck's
Toads.
radio, or call it Fred. Call it Kathy. It doesn't matter.
Just don't call it late for dinner.
Chuck Toads. That'll work. Okay.
Now, while we're doing this, hit the other save button above that one. Because you just saved the contact list. You didn't save the code plug. So keep going up one more level, and there's a row of buttons. One of those is save.
Yep.
And this is going to be code plug format.
Now, I wonder if we lost the contacts earlier. Call this
Any name is fine.
Plug, yeah. Or call it any name is fine. This is the most action Toads DMR has had in a while because the radio just keeps lighting up. I got the volume down now. I might have been chatting with them.
Now let's try and write it
now?
again, Chuck. Yeah. Device right. Did it go off on the other screen, Chuck?
No. And nothing happened on the radio.
Nothing happened on the radio.
Mm-mm.
All right, go to device up top.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, go to device info down there below it. Click that. I want to see what it says.
That's the firmware name. The firmware version.
Yeah, I was
stuff.
going to see if it would. Yeah, okay. So go to device read.
Oh, we're going to start over. Nope, that didn't work either.
Go to device. Com. Click that drop down for that. It's a weird format, but yeah, that's right. Com 10. Refresh it. That's funny. Try open. Did you click it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It says
Nothing
flash read. Well, that was at 644. Well, it is 644. So that indicates it talked to the radio and our COM port drivers.
Try hitting right again. Now it's doing something.
It said it wrote.
Dude. Well, yeah, the radio. Usually the radio does something, right?
Yeah, usually the radio has to reboot itself.
And it did nothing.
Go down to zone. Click the plus, Chuck, not the word. And go to zone 1.
Yeah, that's saved.
Still there.
Scroll to the right. He's on color code 1. So that's right. What's his time slot?
That's a drop down. So where it says TXTS, Chuck, drop down that one.
This one?
Yep. Click it once and then click the drop down.
Change those to slot 2.
For both transmit and receive, Jim?
Yeah. Do the same thing for RX. No.
Well, hang on.
Not color code. Don't change color code.
CC
Change
is
that back
color
1.
code.
Yep. 1. Go to your left.
Oh, this one here.
No, Chuck, your left. Not color code. Not CC, buddy.
RXTS, time slot.
Oh, okay.
And change that to slot 2.
And all of this, somebody said this in the chat, all of this stuff doesn't exist on C4 FM.
Right.
This is
Now,
because
go-
they took a business radio system that makes sense in a business environment and hacked it to be ham radio.
Yeah, a lot of public safety use DMR stuff too. Go over to RX group right there in the middle and click the first one. Should only be the one, right? Yep. Okay. And encryption's off. Scan list, we don't care about. You can turn that off. Yep. Click it and it should be able to get turned off. Yep. See, bandwidth is wrong. This is set up for analog. Because it
So
should be
bandwidth is grayed out.
It's grayed out.
Okay, I guess that's what it is then. All right, scroll back left, Chuck. What is PCT? I don't.
Percentage.
Click one of those, Chuck, where it says PCT up there in the middle. That is not helpful. Okay. I'll just leave it. All right, save it again in both places.
Did I do that wrong? I did.
You just did it twice on the same one. It's fine.
Okay, it's saved.
Yeah. Digital analog ham, I think I summed it up. This is not the easiest radio to program.
Do you
Yeah,
want
this
to,
this CPS is.
right.
Yeah, go ahead, Chuck. I mean, I would think we would see a gas gauge when it's trying to write. It just doesn't really indicate.
Radio's
nothing
doesn't
other-
like
what-
it either.
Well, the screen grayed while it was writing, and it's not showing an error message.
Yeah.
Go to all right, Chuck. Turn the radio off and back on again.
Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Right.
Mm,
Aiden, we didn't try Chirp. I don't know that Chirp works with this. QDMR would be the next one to try, though. 7 more hours to go to catch up to Mike, and then another 20 hours to go to catch up to Hayden.
that's right.
Mike, that is a bar I am not going to try and beat. Brother, you own that.
We're talking about Jim. You get to go into work late tomorrow, so you can stay up a little later.
Let me
tonight.
tell you about this. So we're
It's back
delayed.
on.
We're delayed opening tomorrow because of the potential ice storm overnight.
Potential.
So our boss, our capo de tutti capi, texted all the managers and senior managers, and he wants us to call all of our people and specifically and tell them we pay a princely sum to a company for disaster recovery stuff, and one of their functions is a mass texting system that he knows we have. Have you tested the texting system lately? Have you gotten a text from me lately? And I said, why don't we send out a text? Well, that's fine. You can do that, but I want individual verifiable phone calls to everyone. Okay. And
That would be a text.
What's funny about this is that back in, I don't know, 2012, 2013, somewhere back there, we had snow once. And everybody called. This was back before we had the texting system. Everybody got called not to come in, except the executive assistant, who drove all the way from another county 40 miles away in the non-existent snow that day to work by herself.
Oof. So we have one of those, and this might be an option, but ours actually, you got to like
Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to respond back, or
Yeah.
if it comes in text, or if you get a phone call, it wants you to hit a number. Because we have our people, they can set up either phone, text, or email, or multiples. And if it gets you on one, then it won't do the others. But I think we've got 16 or 17,000 people that we mass call at one time.
Yeah. I'm sure we could probably get that. We have the mass texting system, which works. I can also email.
All right, so Chuck has power cycled his radio. Chuck, did you try hitting the right button again?
The right button or the left button?
The
The
WRITE button?
Oh, the right.
On the
right button.
CPS.
I did not. I was waiting for the story to quit there.
Yeah, me too. Still nothing.
No, I got nothing on the radio.
So Jim, you never filled us in on that other thing.
The story you were going to tell us before the stream started.
The flex story.
Oh, I rearranged the shack yesterday.
It looks the same to me.
Yeah, that's right. It does.
Yeah.
Fake news. And I don't know what happened, but when I powered up the tuner, smoke came out. Literally.
Poof.
We'll get it fixed. We're hams.
That's a $10,000 mistake, huh?
Yeah.
Or 8,000.
Chuck, bring up Device Manager again.
3,000 or
Let's see if the radio is
4,000,
actually still in existence in the computer.
Is that
Yeah.
a 12-volt tuner?
Yeah. And I thought maybe the power supply, it's an Astron. I thought maybe my power supply had gone full stupid. I put the load tester on it. The load tester works fine. Everything 12 volts, no problem. Ran it up to 30 amps, no problem.
Was this the same
there.
power supply?
Is it still
you
COM 10?
Did some work on.
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
Is it still COM 10, Chuck?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could try loading a driver, and maybe that's
Well,
it.
it's seeing it.
It sees it as a serial port. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I'm kind of lost at this point.
You guys are the
Because even if we don't have the config completely correct, we should be able to write it to the radio.
Let's save and exit the software. And then go back in. Just hit the
Save everything
save
again?
button. That's saving the contact list. Now do that save to save the code plug itself. And then we'll exit
All right.
and launch the software again after it exits.
Exit all the way.
Yep.
Where do you want me to exit? Just click
Then
it off.
Close the
either way.
software. Yeah.
All right.
Chuck, when
Now
you're
do-
writing that software, are you seeing the display on the radio go off and reset?
Hold up. Hold up.
Yeah, nothing. It's not exiting.
Click the radiality button down there at the bottom. What app is that? I was
moved
wondering
onto
if
the
he
other
has
screen.
2 instances of this running at the same time, which might be why it's acting dodgy. Yes, he does. Close that.
Okay, yeah, close this one too. Let's get clean. There we go.
We had
Now
2
run it again.
instances of the program running,
Oh,
which, it's not like, I don't know, maybe the programmer could say, only let me run once.
Yeah, smart enough to block you from doing it, but not smart enough to tell you that you've done it wrong. Programmers.
The bane
All right,
of
now-
my existence.
Before we do anything, go to the File menu at the top and choose Open.
hang on.
I think you accidentally did the right thing anyway.
I think he did too.
Oh, I did.
Proceed on. Now load Chuck Toads.
Code
Right
plug right there. The last file
Code plug.
name in the list. You can see
Yep.
it on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it.
right there.
Click that, click Open. Okay. Go down to Zone on the left and click the plus sign. Click Zone 1. Nice.
Yeah, Tivomat.
There's nothing saved. I'm seeing here.
Oh, there
Nope,
it is.
there it is. It's just slow. Okay. Whew.
Oh, whew,
All right.
Lord.
Now go to the device menu. Let's verify that we're on COM10. Second line on your
Device.
screen. All the way at the top. That one. Hit COM. Let's verify it's on. It is on COM10. Go back to device menu and choose write.
Hmm.
See, it grays out for a second.
Nothing on the radio.
Well, it says right to flash there on the.
Yeah,
Log.
it does say that. And that's
It
now.
wouldn't say that if it didn't do it right.
Yeah. But at
Probably.
11:15:200, we would have had to see that progress. It would have taken some time.
Did that change anything on the radio, Chuck?
No.
All right, Aiden wants you to try reading again. Thank you, Mike. It says flash read, and that also didn't read.
Okay. Let's go through the menus again. one at
Hank,
a
that
time.
software now works for this radio.
Did we try opening that COM port?
Click the open button. Sure, try it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, we did try that. I remember because Jim was like, "Did you
We
push the
did.
button?"
Right.
I'm thinking that we can call this one and we can try the other code plug software next stream.
I'm fine with that.
'Cause-
There's nothing in here. I mean, it's either the COM port either works or it doesn't.
Yeah, Hank, that was a relatively new thing. Like within the last 2 weeks, they just started supporting that software on that radio.
Let's just for grins and giggles, go to view. Let's just look at all the menus real quick.
Chirp usually does not work with DMR radios.
Yeah, not many. It does with a couple, but I don't know which ones. Okay, go to language. That should just be English and Chinese. Go to window. Okay. Help will be worthless and go to file. Yeah, I got nothing.
So one last thing we can do is change the COM port to COM1 just for grins. It shouldn't do anything, but drop that box down and choose COM1. and then hit the right button at the top.
Well, okay. I would have tried open, but
Oh, the open button didn't do anything.
Yeah. So Chirp does not support this radio.
yeah.
Yeah, John, that software does work on the DB40. It just started working in the last 2 weeks. He just updated it.
Didn't do anything.
Is someone talking?
Huh.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to call the show here, and we're going to try and figure some stuff out. Possibly not. I don't know. It depends on how much we like this. And
I can bring it to. You want me to bring it to camping?
I probably won't have time to play with it. But we'll try the other software next show.
Because we like doing this.
But if we do get this to work, it's another hour worth of the show. So
Right. Well, we got the hotspot figured out. That was fine.
oh yeah,
So
That's
There
half
was
the
some-
battle, right?
right. Some success there. Correct. I don't know, man. That
I
COM
don't think I
driver.
made too many mistakes either.
no, you did great.
I just followed orders.
No, it was all Jim that made the
Yes.
mistakes.
Yeah. I was
And
gonna say,
Steve.
Chuck, don't feel bad about this. Just remember, it was Jim that was leading the show.
Whoa. Easy, cowboy.
Here we go.
Oh, I wasn't leading this show. This is Steve's.
This is your rodeo, buddy.
This is Steve's chicken. I was just helping.
It's a great idea, Hank.
Yeah, Hank. We haven't even gotten to that bridge yet, which may already be dynamited before we get there.
Ape has a special message for you, Chuck.
Chuck.
Hey, I was just reading what he said. So Wednesday, Ape and I are going to do some testing of some Toroids, and you guys might want to check it out because we're going to check the efficiency of the Toroids to be on my channel. And it's the ones that we're actually using for our new antenna we're bringing out, the multi-band vertical, which has been pretty promising so far. I've used it. I've been using it for off and on for a while. The guys I talked to in San Diego area is not really good to them, but that's the way it should be because it should be passing over them because of the angle of takeoff. So everything's acting pretty good. And
Remember on your phone, you couldn't go into StreamYard because of too many tabs open. You have too many tabs open in your computer. That's messing with that.
Oh, she says we have too many. I just opened up what they told me to open up, Kath. I don't have hardly
Could be.
anything open.
Could be. We'll check it next week.
Because it does.
So
mess with
Jody wants you
StreamYard.
to try long press of the back button on the radio console and see if that actually switches VFO memory mode.
Which button now?
It's
I was
the
trying to find it.
last button in the column on the right hand side, next to the two knobs.
The little
It doesn't
map
have a
minus.
name. It's under PF. Yep.
Oh, it did something.
So it changed from numbers to names.
Changed. Let's see here. Did this.
Okay, hit the same button again to get back to the main screen. And now just hold that button in,
Which button? The same one?
the one you just pushed. Yep.
Long press.
That's what I did. That's what it
Yeah,
did. That's
okay.
where it went.
Yep. All right, we've made Jody happy. That's channel editor.
It also hasn't edited. It didn't do
Let's see what this one does.
squat with the radio.
Stephen Sharp is asking if we can do OpenGD77 and Blue DV. We have done. I know we've done OpenGD77, and I will have some videos coming out on my channel on that soon. And then can we do Blue DV? I don't know if we did Blue DV or not.
We have
did.
done well. You guys did Blue DV. I sat here and bit my tongue and cussed the whole time.
Awesome.
But I actually run Blue DV at home, and I have good luck with it using an AMB server, an external
Hey,
AMB
check this
server.
out. Check this out now.
Oh, you got them both to VFO mode. We've made negative progress.
So-
What did you do?
Yeah,
Do that again.
It's the bottom button here. This one.
Oh, okay. And you just long pressed it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very long press.
so
Oh my goodness.
if
I do
you
the same
long
thing on the
press
top.
one.
I did the top one. That was.
Okay.
Often
Yep.
changes something, but
It did something, but not enough something.
I really want to see what he's talking about here.
Chuck, do you have a rubber mallet?
Oh, they're trying to change the
do.
number of the COM port
A little
from
bit
COM
of
10 to COM 4 or something.
little bit of
Oh.
impact maintenance might come in handy.
man, I gotta send this thing back. Let's see what else.
I
Dude,
would
that was
send
a
it,
very
Let's
long
long
press.
press this one.
I would send it back with TO's address as the return address. That's
It
what I
already
would do.
has it on there.
So
Yeah,
there you go.
It came from me, and I did have it working. I just can't remember what buttons to push because I haven't seen that radio for 3 months.
Oh, that was the dimmer.
Do you have the mic plugged in?
GPS is off, guys. Just so you know.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Dead blow
I long
hammer.
press
Yes.
the power button. Well, that's all the buttons. I long pressed everything.
Well, Kevin, I don't disagree with the dead blow hammer theory, but with the rubber mallet, sometimes it doesn't leave as many marks.
Oh, wait a minute. Something definitely changed because the menu is not on the bottom anymore.
So
John
I'm
saying page 19.
I'm seeing a couple things on this. Mike says some of the software he's seen doesn't like 2-digit COM ports. It is sketchy CPS. John said it's on page 19 of the manual. I don't know what he's referring to.
How to switch it from VFO to menu
Okay.
mode. Memory
Ape
mode. I
says
keep saying
COM
menu.
port doesn't matter, and I agree with Ape generally, but I also am like, this is some sketchy CPS that lets us run multiple instances of it. I wonder.
And so when I did this, I actually did all the programming from the front panel of the radio.
That's hardcore, son.
I like
Because if
doing
you use a
things
computer,
hardcore.
you're cheating. That's what I've heard.
Well, it's a Windows only program, so I may not have been on Windows then. I don't remember.
Are you on Windows now?
Right on the microphone, there's a memory mode. Nice.
I did ask if that was plugged in a minute ago.
Well, it says in standby mode with the PTT display to the lower left, which it is. Band A or B, press and hold the VFO.
If we're going to keep going, let's go do the CPS thing and either prove Mike right or Ape right.
Oh, well, I don't know. Bill's chiming in there too. Says it doesn't matter for reading and writing, or it does matter. It does matter. I'm sorry, I didn't want to.
Joe Brett is chiming in with he has some stuff that doesn't recognize certain COM port numbers. So I'd say let's try changing the COM port number.
Chris, I hope
what
so.
Happens.
We did change it.
No, we did not change it.
Jim,
We're going to
we
go
got
in
about
device. Go in device.
we got about
management.
10 minutes left.
I'm good with that because I need a new port. No,
Smoke on stream, Jim. Don't.
not in the house. Hell no.
Thought you were out in the garage.
We've never seen Julie, but we will see her fast if he lights up in the house.
Yeah, I used to smoke in here back in the day, but I quit doing that a long time ago.
Vape like the egg.
All right,
man.
there we go.
There we go. What?
We don't have any idea what you're talking about. Okay, great. So where it says USB serial port, right click that and go to properties. And go to port settings. That's an FTDI chipset.
Well, hang on 1 second. Before he does any messing around here, close the CPS software.
Yes. Close the CPS. You're right.
Close the Radiodity software. Yanking something off from underneath the bottom of a piece of questionable software is only going to make things more questionable.
Right. Go to advanced. Go up to COM port number. Drop that down.
And change it to 2 or
5,
3.
3, 4, 2.
Oh, there's
See
a.
it?
No, in use.
No.
2.
Go to 2. Yep.
Scroll up. There you go.
So that's interesting. It says all those ports are in use. Tell it okay. Okay.
Is the
Okay.
is the baud
You-
rate 9600?
It's 115,200 in the software, but that should be software
It's 90
selectable.
It's 9600 in the
I saw that.
report.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try that too, but we don't have that choice. That may. It's not a bad thing to check. If this doesn't work, let's try the baud rate and then let's go because my butt's hurting.
I can't freaking. Maybe it's still writing. Maybe it won't let me drag it over. There we go. Everything's
Okay,
still there.
Go to device.
And go to
Port.
COM.
Com up top. There you go.
COM 2, it picked it.
Picked it. That's interesting. Click open.
Okay.
What's that little button out to the side there?
Refresh.
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 Oh,
That refreshes your list of COM ports. Go to the menu and choose open. Let's get your code plug opened that we saved so we don't have to do that again.
Oh,
Go
it's
where?
loaded. It loaded it automatically.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Go to device
then-
right, Chuck. Do it.
Nothing.
no, it did it. It just did
Well,
it.
It did it right there.
Said
Oh,
that
it did it.
before.
it's actually working, guys.
What?
It's
Yep, it did it.
The radio rebooted.
It said
And
timeout.
it
and
wrote it, and then
went.
it flashed again, and then read it, and then you saw the buttons up top, the
The
lights.
radio actually said timeout, and then it went back to the screen.
It
Okay,
didn't work.
Mike. Mike, come back in the chat and tell us that it worked. Tell us you were right.
Who said that?
Change the baud
Mike.
rate on that port. Go to device manager. Where did you say 115.2 at, Steve? Because this doesn't even show you.
It's in the status bar at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Look, Chuck is like a pro now. I don't have to walk him to it.
So it worked, but it didn't work.
Go to COM
So where
ports.
do you-
Ports right there. Yep.
Frequency
right click.
range. Oh. Was that Jody? Was that Jody again? No, it was John.
Whoa.
John has the special sauce. John, thank you. Look at the status bar on his computer screen, Jim. Frequency
Oh.
range or device mode is in error. So somewhere in this code plug software, there's a mistake.
All right.
Right here? This
That's
right
why
here,
it's
you mean?
not writing. No. The status bar at the bottom of the Radiodity application. It says COM port COM2 115.200. Then it says frequency range or device model is error or device mode is I can't read it. And then
Device
it says
model.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Close the CPS again. I think we're onto something here.
Should we update the speed to match?
And it's what
While
gonna
we're
do.
here, sure.
Go,
Yep.
go to port. That's why I'm going. Go to
All
port settings. Set that to 115.200. I'm moving my mouse. I wish my mouse would move.
I know. I've double clicked Chuck's screen so many times.
Right. Okay, great. Close that out. All right. Open your CPS again. Yeah, I'll find out what Flex's repair service is like tomorrow.
I would just tell them I don't know what's up with your tuner. Thing blew up, smoked on me.
I didn't buy it new from them. I bought it used. No, I'll tell them what happened. That's what happened. Is it smoke escaped? I have no idea what happened. I unplugged it. I moved stuff. I plugged it back in. Chuck, where's the CPS at, buddy?
Which
It's
screen?
coming up. It's coming up. It won't let me move it until it gets up there. All right.
Go to device info.
Man.
Try to read
Device
it.
info.
Well,
Read it.
I want you to go to device info where it says device info below you. Up.
Top of that
Up.
list.
That device info. 136 to 480.
And it was last updated. So that's a current read, 1852.
Is that right?
Well,
That was like 20 minutes ago, but yeah. All right, shit, click the right button, see what happens.
Flash right. Check mark. Time
What's
out.
it saying? Timeout.
The radio
Not
saying
bad.
timeout.
Yeah.
But no errors.
Try
I mean,
and
it's not a,
go to device again up top, all the way on top. Com. Open. Does that throw up any other messages on other monitors?
no.
All right, I'm out of airspeed and runway.
Yep.
well, did you just read from the radio, right? Because it was showing the program stuff in that list when it was up there.
Boys, I got to go.
No,
I got to
there's-
call work.
There's no errors at the bottom now.
All right, Jim, we'll see you. Thank you.
See you, James.
All right, Chuck, come on back on the screen. TC Fitz says, happy Monday. Thank you very much, TC Fitz. Much appreciate the support.
With this.
There we go. That was just for Chuck.
Yep.
So we've got to get Chuck a DMR ID by going to radioid.net. We've got to figure out what's going on with this code plug, and we're out of time for tonight, folks. So be sure you're tuned in next Monday if Chuck's available.
Whoa.
Oh, what? No, Chuck, no. No.
Chuck's like, no, I want to get done tonight.
It just turned itself on again. It just did a bunch
Oh, it's
of
supposed
stuff.
to do that. If it reboots, that's a successful write.
Well, I think it just did that. And then a bunch of stuff up there came up on the screen. You guys can't see it now because you're not sharing it anymore.
We'll do a little bit of gaming there and figure out what's going on.
Look at that. Look at that. He's
See,
beaconing.
I should try and shut this thing down another 4 times. We'll see what happens.
He's beaconing APRS there. KM K8
Look at that.
MRD is what he's beaconing for his
Yep.
APRS call sign.
That's a log of all the stuff that it wrote to the radio.
That looks good to me.
So what did
that
you do to
was-
make that happen,
that-
Chuck?
Nothing. It just all of a sudden did it.
See, you know what? I'm starting to think. I think this is Jim's fault. For some reason, that radio.
When Jim
did not
popped
like
out,
him.
it loaded up.
Exactly.
But I still can't figure out how to get into anything.
All right.
Well, I'm closing this.
Well, you know, Michael
I guess
says
it's-
he
I
was
guess it's
really
safe
rooting
now,
for
right?
Chuck to get promoted to DMR Wizard, and I think, Chuck, you're well on your way at getting there.
Chuck has no desire to be the DM, whatever it is.
DMR
Especially
Wizard.
not after tonight's
DMR
stream.
wizard.
Yeah, I tell you what, I am pretty much over digital modes. I'll use Fusion C4FM because it is the easiest by far.
This
In
is
my
Oh, yeah.
all scripted,
By
Jerry.
far.
100% scripted. All right, folks, I'm clicking the button. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Jim.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Posthumously.
Thanks, everybody.